episodes. Let's be fair, I had a lot of episodes that weren't really that productive. Fuck. Okay. Gotta charge everything. Calypso. Oh my god. That looks cool. Oh, I didn't even notice that. Okay. What up, guys? We're back. We're back in it, y'all. It has been, unfortunately, a little bit too long since I've played my solo world. I know it's only been like a day or two and everything, but it feels like it's been a long time. We're back in it for another long stream because my girlfriend's at work till 12 tonight, if I'm not wrong. So get ready, guys. It's gonna be a long 3 hours, 45 minutes. I can't tell if it smells right or not. I don't know. But last episode was actually pretty productive. We got our farm done here on the side, which is nice. But this episode's gonna be a little bit different. Well, not much different, but we're gonna get this sugarcane section done down here for sure. But yeah, I've noticed a lot of my episodes this season 1 was a lot more productive, I think, because I had most of the time I had like a plan going into my episodes. But I don't really think about what I'm gonna do as much this time around. Like I just looked at episode 30 of my first season, and I was building a windmill at that point. That's what I was doing, and I kind of know where that. I know how far along I was in at that point. I'd already started working on Clear City, but this time around, I've been really focused on like my base itself. That's what I've been doing. I think right now I should probably try to get myself some better gear, because I've been really focusing on like just building up my base recently. And while it is nice to have a nice base to come back to, I've really only built 2 things. But I mean, it's nice to have a good base and everything, but I think I should really consider starting like getting my village set up. My main village. The one with all my librarians. I know I have Stone's Landing and everything, but I'd rather get started on like actually building a village of my own. The only thing is it takes a decent amount of time to get that started. I don't really know what to begin with in that. And I kind of just want to keep working on my base almost, you know? Like that's what I've been kind of doing this entire time, is just working on my base. I think it's looking pretty good. I think we're doing a pretty solid job here. We've got a good idea of how everything's gonna go, you know? Things are going good. But yeah, this episode's gonna be kind of boring, just because I'm gonna be mainly doing my sugarcane here. And I think what I'll do is I didn't exactly have a plan for what I wanted to do. Like as far as builds goes, I just had a basic idea of just finishing my sugarcane finally after all this time. And I don't know. I guess I wanted to. There's a lot of stuff I think I should probably get started on, mainly my village, just because like I have good gear, but my stuff goes bad really quickly. I don't have mending yet, and even if my tools wouldn't be that great, I think I should probably try to get mending at least. Maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe since like I think mending is really all I'm missing, because all my tools and stuff are good tools. They just need to be repaired, and I need a method of XP to repair them. So maybe I should make something like that. I don't know what to build. because I don't really want to, the thing is I don't really want to make one of those armadillo XP farms, because those things are easy, yes, and they're really good, but I feel like it just feels a bit too easy, you know? Like, I kind of want to work a little bit for my stuff, instead of, like, just being able to make XP that quickly. I don't know, it's kind of silly, but it just feels like I should have to earn it a bit more. I know it sounds kind of dumb. But, like, I'd rather make something like a gold farm or whatever, because that, at least, you know, even though that's really good too, it takes a little bit of effort for me to actually build that thing. I know it's just, it's silly, but... I think I would rather build... myself a gold farm. Makes sense. Oh, thank you for liking the live, Alan Alt. I see you've liked it quite a bit. Almost to 1K likes. I appreciate that. I'm gonna fill in all the holes with water first. Put that there. It's gonna be a little bit of an awkward thing here. I don't know, it's just like, I think if I just had decent tools and then I had mending to work on all my projects, I think that's what I should just focus on. It's just getting a mending villager, so that way the next time I do end up enchanting my stuff, I can like actually keep it, you know? Instead of having to constantly repair it and spend XP on it. That being said, I'll have to probably head back down to the ancient city and start mining out more XP from the skull. How do I feel about walruses? I mean, they're pretty cool. They have pretty big, and they have the tusks, right? I think so. I think that they're pretty cool guys. Pretty cool people. I got a walrus friend named Anthony. He's a pretty chill dude. I'm just kidding, of course. I don't actually know any walruses. As lame as that is, I know. Also, I did this wrong. No, walruses are cool though. I like walruses. It's supposed to be like this. Now I'll skip that one. And that one too. I don't think I should do any of them here. You know, I actually thought that was a little suspicious that you asked me that question. I think I do remember that. Because I feel like that question had been said to me before, and I was like, okay. Hold on a minute. Well, I do remember that now, I think. So, yes. But my answer remains the same. Walruses are pretty cool. Well, I think that's what I said last time, right? I don't know. This thing has mending on it. So this is good. But I think maybe this episode... I know I titled the episode Sugarcane Storage, but I think this episode should be focused on getting mending and then a consistent XP source. There's a few things I can do for XP. I think my last resort will be the Armadillo XP farm. Again, that farm is incredibly good. I just don't feel right. It doesn't feel right for me to use it because I feel like it's just too good, you know? It might be silly to think that, but like, I don't know. It just feels like that farm is too good for me to use it. Like, I feel like I should do something else to earn XP that would be more rewarding. Not only XP, but like, just I guess that's all that farm is good for, huh? Like, there's not much else you really need XP for at a certain point. I guess. I could do it. It would be such a simple solution, and it would allow me to do more of like the building and stuff, which I want to do. So I guess there's that. There's also that zombie spawner down there that I could convert into an XP farm. Those farms are pretty slow though. And yes, it would work decently well for getting me to somewhat high levels, but I just don't know if it's worth doing that because, yeah, it'll probably take me like 30 minutes to build in total. It's just, I don't really want to do that. It's kind of the problem. Granted, I don't really want to build this giant sugarcane farm right now, but here we are. The only reason I don't want to build it is it's just kind of boring. Like, that's the main reason. You look handsome and happy. Well, I'm happy. I feel like beauty is subjective, but I would say I'm like an average-looking dude. Like, I'm not anything out of the ordinary. I wouldn't say I'm ugly. Maybe at some angles I am, depending on how I'm doing that day. Like I didn't get to wash my hair today. So I woke up. I have work this morning at 4 in the morning, but I woke up late, and so I didn't have time to shower. I just had to go straight in. And if you're wondering why I have to go to work so early, it's because I work at a grocery store, and I stock shelves there. So we get there super early and just stock the shelves up before the store opens. But that's why I get there so early. So, well, now you know. In case you were wondering, by any chance. I feel like once I get all this sugarcane down, this is going to be like super laggy. Also, no, I don't feel like it. I know it's going to be super laggy. I don't know though. But I'm just like, I'm such an average looking Joe. Like seriously. I mean that every way. Like I'm just average. I don't stick out that much or anything, but I'm fine with that. I'm confident with how I look. Got body positivity. I gotta get rid of all these flowers, don't I? I want to say I should just bucket, or not bucket all these. I want to say I should just use water bucket on all these flowers, but if I do, then it's gonna destroy the torches, and I don't really feel like picking all the torches up and placing them down again. It's funny, I think I just broke a torch too. No, I didn't. Not gonna lie, guys, it's kind of hard to enjoy any part of my work when the radio station that they have plays 90% country music, and most of it's the same artist. And while I don't think country music is all that bad, it's not my favorite genre, or close to it. Some of it's good, I think, some of it's fine. I like the ones that talk about partying, because it's not relatable, but it just feels, I don't know, it just feels cool. 211 days played, though. Let's see that. Welcome to the stream, Noah. I have not seen you before, but it's nice to have you here, nonetheless. I don't know why I didn't put those 7... I don't have enough room. So I say, why didn't I put my 17 tulips in there? I'm pissed. You thought school's for one day. Up these stupid flowers now. What are these things? Alliums? Oh no. You know what? That's fine. A few flowers lost ain't gonna hurt anyone. I mean, I need to sleep because it's really hard to tell. I don't know. This is gonna take a long time. The hardest part is just cutting all the holes out. Once I do that, it won't be too bad. I am, like I said, I'm a little bit worried that all of this sugarcane is gonna lag my game. But ultimately, in the end, I can always turn vibrant rituals down. Okay, I really gotta move this. I gotta move my bed here. Because having to retail this every time is just starting to get annoying. But, what other... I mean, another thing I could do for XP is just set up a bunch of farmers and trade them. Or trade with them. Because getting XP from them is pretty realistic, I would say, for me. And it's also easy. It gives you a lot of XP if you do it a lot. So I could say that's probably not a bad idea. But do I want to do that is the question. And the answer, I don't know. It might be a good idea. Yeah, I'm glad they're changing those. But I don't know. Probably should, but I don't know. That's probably something I'm gonna wait for a long time. I just want to get a mending villager now because I can buy like a few books and put them on like the tools I use the most, especially my axe, and then I get an XP source that I can repair them at. Again, I could make one of those armadillo farms, but I'm not gonna say why I don't want to. I'm not saying I'm not going to. I might give in, but I'm gonna try to avoid making one of those, just simply because they're really good. It doesn't feel earned. So I got the zombie spawner. That's one option, but that probably isn't gonna be good because they don't take very long to set up, but they're just not very efficient, and I kind of want efficiency. So I know I was avoiding putting these down here because they're touching the edge. But I think what I'll do is if it's touching like just one corner, I'll do it. But if not, then I'll do it. No, that's definitely not good enough. But yeah, I'll change this up really quick. Since now I've got my new rule for this, I guess. There's a gold farm, which, while that is a great farm, it's not something I can just build on the fly, because it takes a decent amount of prep work just getting all the materials to do it. So, unfortunately, that's going to probably have to wait at least for another... It's going to have to be its own episode. It was its own episode for Season 1, it's going to be its own episode for Season 2. But, I mean, it's okay. Well, like I said, it's not like it's not the end of the world that we can't build that now. But then again, I'm still, the Armadillo XP farm is what I'm thinking about a lot. It's because I've never actually built one of those things before either, so I don't even know if it's gonna be, I don't know, it might be fun to try it out and build it. There's definitely XP farms that I'm not thinking of right now that could probably be really quick. I mean, hell, I could probably build like a gold farm on a smaller scale. Those ones aren't too bad. Those are actually pretty easy to build. But those aren't as automatic. They're more for XP though. They do produce a good decent amount. This is gonna take like, okay guys, this is gonna take forever to fill in with water. I'm just saying that right now. This is gonna take so long. But like I said, just getting the holes dug out is what's gonna take the longest time. It actually kind of makes me want to wait for kind of makes me want to wait to just get better tools really quick and then do this, but at the same time, this is gonna take me a long time regardless of how no matter how I do it, it's gonna take me forever, so might as well just get it done now. Do that there. I'll put this in inventory. I was playing a bit of Kino to Toten on Black Ops 1 earlier. I don't know if anyone checked in on that stream. I know a few people that regularly watch me do. But that might be something I might consider doing. I might be going for high rounds. I don't know. I thought that Kino to Toten strat was pretty fun. I did get to round 100 technically on zombies before, but that was on Cold War. I got to round 92 on Black Ops 3. I feel like a lot of strategies, like for zombies to get around 100, I feel like there's really not a single map that is really hard, except for like 5, probably. Like, there's some maps that are actually really hard to get around 100 on. Not because there isn't, or not because, like, well, it's mainly just because of wonder weapons. Like, I can never get to around 100 on Call of the Dead. Call of the Dead doesn't have a single wonder weapon that can kill past like round 50 within one shot. No, well, there's no infinite damage wonder weapon, I should say. So that it's not impossible. You can do it, but only with an exploit where the zombies spawn from one barrier. You can get a wonder waff from killing George, but I mean that's basically the only wonder weapon you can get, and it only has limited ammo. So there's only so much you can do, really. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. If I did do, I don't really have the time to do like around 100 stream. I need to split it up into 2 parts, but the problem with that is I need to have 2 days, like in a row, where I'll have time to myself to play, and I'll have to split it up and then pause my computer for like a whole day to do it. So I don't know. I don't know, like Kino strat was super easy though. Like all I had to do was just use the fire trap, get points of the MPL, and then you're pretty much golden after that. It's really safe too, because I'm a decent zombies player, like already. I've gotten to around 100 in Cold War zombies, which isn't necessarily that impressive because Cold War zombies is really easy. You know, for all the faults Cold War has, I'll say this, I actually quite like it. I like how you feel really overpowered in Cold War. It makes every gun is viable because you can pack a punch it 3 times and get it to its maximum potential, and it can kill in round 50. Any gun can kill round 50. It's great. And I think that's not the health cap for the zombies. I like it though, you know? It feels great knowing the guns are actually powerful. And the ray gun was amazing in Cold War. The ray gun used to be a really bad wonder weapon, actually. Or not bad. Look, the ray gun was never bad, per se. It was just underwhelming in games like Black Ops 3 and 4. And 2. Because in those games, there wasn't really much PhD, except for Black Ops 4. But in Black Ops 4, there was better options. And in those games, it just felt like there was always a wonder weapon that just completely outshined the ray gun. Black Ops 1, the ray gun was pretty solid, though. For some reason, the ray gun just felt really nice to use in Black Ops 1. I don't know. Something about the ray gun in Black Ops 1 specifically just felt buttery smooth. I don't know. And it was good in Black Ops 1 because he had PhD in a lot of maps. And he could carry you through like to like round 30, and then I would say like round 30 is probably when the ray gun starts dropping off. I don't know. I haven't really used the ray gun recently, but I think it can still kill at round 50 with enough shots. I mean, people have gotten like around 100 on Nuketown, I think, before, because they have the ray gun to do damage. Ray gun Mark II is pretty solid too. Even on the older games where there's no health cap for the zombies, so they get crazy amounts later in the game, it can still kill up into like the 70s if you pack a punch it, because it does so much headshot damage. For some reason, it does like 21.5 times more damage when you hit him in the head. I don't really understand that, but I mean, it's kind of unique actually. It kind of makes the weapon like pretty memorable, to be honest with you. I think it's pretty cool that it does that much headshot damage. It's kind of absurd, but like in a really cool way. I like it. I don't know. I think I'm gonna just leave that. That's that spot done. I don't know, man. Like, zombies, the ray gun, it's so iconic, and that's why I'm so happy that Cold War made it good. And I'm pretty sure it's been like a really good wonder weapon since Cold War 2. Like, I think in Black Ops 6, I'm pretty sure it was a great wonder weapon too. And that's what I love. I love having just one wonder weapon that you can use and get to high rounds with, that anyone can have fun with. I love the zombies maps that have complex like setups and stuff like that, but also have regular and easy things like Pack-a-Punch that a player can get to. If they're not really care much about like all the Easter eggs and stuff like me. I do like to do the complicated quest, by the way, but I don't really care much for Easter eggs that much. But you know, I'm glad that they have that for the players that do, you know. But for the players that don't really care, who just want to play casually, they have Pack-a-Punch ready for them, and it's not that hard to figure out how to do it. But they also have a really good weapon in the ray gun, which the ray gun is really good, yes, but it's not like a thunder gun where it can just save you instantly if you're trapped in a corner. The ray gun will probably kill you if you don't have PhD, which is pretty plentiful in those games because I think it's on every map. Which let me say this: I love how they made PhD a staple in the games again, especially after they brought back dolphin diving in Black Ops 6. I didn't get to play around with it much, but it was really fun when I did. Like, I love the fact that they brought that back. I always thought sliding was kind of lame, you know? Unrealistic, even. Like, I mean, for a game so heavily based on realism, nowadays, like, they have some really hyper-realistic gun stuff. But it's just kind of ridiculous that the character can slide that much. Dolphin diving felt a little unrealistic, too, but it made a little bit more sense. And I feel like in Black Ops 1, when they added PhD, they really expanded on all the moves you could do in zombies. Like, they took the basic movement things like running, dolphin diving, and they added something that would enhance each one of those. Stamina gives you more stamina, so you can run for a lot longer and a little bit faster. PhD makes you do an explosion when you dolphin dive from a height that would cause fall damage. Juggernaut increases your health. All the perks kind of contribute to an attribute of the player and making it better. And I like that a lot. It's great. It's real nice. Real nice stuff. Honestly, I might just go make more buckets and then just fill them all up because this is just gonna take me like forever to do. But yeah, I don't know. I haven't played Black Ops 7 Zombies, and I haven't even played much Black Ops 6. Like, I don't know, something about Black Ops 6. Like, I played it a bit and it was fun, but I don't know. Maybe I wasn't in the zombies mood to learn how to play it then. I'd probably like it a lot now, but I feel like they moved on too quickly from Black Ops 6. What I was hoping is that Black Ops 6 was like a harder version of Cold War with some new features like gobblegums returning. And that's kind of what it was. I don't know how hard it is because I never really played it past like a week of buying it, unfortunately. But I really liked what I did play. I think my biggest complaint with the Cold War zombies and some of the newer zombies maps, like in Black Ops 6, the first one, the only ones I've played, is that a lot of them just kind of lack charm and style like the original ones did. Like in Black Ops 1, or in World at War, it was like the very beginning, so it's just for, like, it's for interesting sort of, kind of, for happy on this. Oh, thanks, Mom. Thank you, Mother. You guys still in, Wisconsin? And how's that going? I'll see you tomorrow, Mom. Oh, right, you're gonna be there for my dinner, right? My bad. Love you, Mom. But, like, you know, on World at War, for instance, even though it was, like, the beginning of zombies as a whole, there's only 4 maps. Nocturne, Toten, Verrucht, Shino Numa. They were all boiling down just a building that was kind of small. Or like a military base kind of. I wouldn't say that the all the World at War locations are cool, but they're not like crazy unique, you know, like some of the later ones. I like zombies maps that take like historic locations or create new ones inspired by locations in real life, and then they influence them with like some otherworldly theme, not just as zombies. Shadows of Evil, Gorak, Krovi, Mob of the Dead, all those maps, they take the basic zombies formula and they add it onto like and they add certain themes to it as well. Like there's Cthulhu and stuff in Shadows of Evil, and jazz. It's based in Chicago, I think, or inspired by it. It's just they do a really good job, I think. You know, in World at War, I mean, Nocturne Totem is just scary. I don't think it's that scary in Black Ops 3. It kind of loses all that scariness, in my opinion. But it still feels like kind of eerie. Verrucht is probably the scariest map of all time. Something about the lighting and the forests around the place being so dead just kind of make you feel very isolated. Like there's no hope for survival. And the fact that those zombies will run at you like crazy fast, and they look really weird while doing it. I don't know. Just the asylum aesthetic is just creepy. I mean, Shino Numa is just kind of boring, I guess. The best way. I mean, it's not boring, but like it's just kind of like it's probably like everyone's least favorite of World at War, probably. Like Verrucht is hard. Nocturne Totem is scary. Same question out there. Alright, I'll be ready. Chompy President. But Shino Numa is kind of like, it still has a good theme, I think. I think, to be honest with you guys, I think the only reason why Shino Numa, Verrucht, Noct, Derice, they're all memorable to people probably because they were old maps. Like, if you were to release Derice or Nocturne Totem today, like as regular maps, and no one knew, like if they weren't, let's say that they weren't maps in World at War and it was something else that introduced Pack-a-Punch. If you were to introduce those maps today, they would not be very interesting. No one would really think, oh, these are cool maps, because at the end of the day they're all just kind of like either a military base or another building sort of similar to it that was turned into one. Like, Verrucht has the asylum aspect of it, sure, and it is scary, but if they were to release them today, with, like, the updated graphics and everything, and they were never released before, no one would really care much about it, I don't think. Not to say I don't like the maps, I just think, even though they weren't that unique, they still had more charm, I think, than some of the early... Then they had more charm than all the Cold War maps and the first two maps of Black Ops 6, I think. And that's saying something, because they were the first maps ever made for zombies. Seriously. I mean, in Black Ops 1, the charm just got even better. Kino Totem, I would say, is a bit of a step up from, like, on theme-wise, I think, from, like, Derice and Noct, because Kino Totem's kind of an interesting concept. He took, what if zombies took place in a theater? I mean, you really feel that aesthetic when you get into like the main theater room, and it's just such a big and open room. It didn't add much to zombies itself. Like, it only really added the fire traps and Nova Crawlers. And I guess you could argue the Thunder Gun. But the Thunder Gun wasn't even supposed to be on Kino, I think. I think it was supposed to be on 5. The 5? 5. I think. I don't know. Kino's a great map, though. I think it, thematically, I think it's not as lore important, I don't think, but I still find Kino a little bit, like, thematically, like, not thematically, but like just as like, the creativity of it, it's probably a little bit more, I think, Derice. Like, it's more interesting to me. That's just me though. Like, I know Derice is pretty important in the lore because they go back in the Giant, I think. But, I mean, Kino Totem, like, zombies in a theater sounds more interesting to me than zombies in a World War II German research lab. I think that's what it was. But that's just me. That's just me, though. It's my opinion. If you don't agree, that's fine. I mean, that might be a hot take. I don't know. But, like, what... You can't lie, though. After we get through Kino, every other map of Black Ops 1 is incredibly distinct and unique in their own way. Maybe Ascension's a little bit boring, but it has features that make it unique compared to the other maps. I mean, let's start with 5. You got zombies in the Pentagon. Not only does 5 have such a cool and unique theme, it also feels really eerie too. It feels like kind of like a liminal space vibe, sort of, because when you spawn in, everything looks normal. Like, it looks like everything was just acting as normal, like people were working and whatnot, but then it just stopped. Like, everyone just disappeared in an instant. And I think that's what's creepy about it. It just feels so, it feels like the place was just suddenly abandoned for no reason. And the fact that the map is so close quartered doesn't help at all. I don't know. I always found, I don't know what map I found scary when I was a kid, between Kino and 5, because those were the only maps I could play. But I think I probably found Kino a little more scary, just because of all the blood and stuff. But I don't know. I never found 5. I found 5 definitely. I definitely found it scary, but I don't think I found it as scary as Kino. I don't know. 5 is really good though. And then you have Ascension. Ascension's probably, in my opinion, it's the most boring map of Black Ops 1, thematically, of course. Like, it's a Russian base. Oh, excuse me. It's a Russian base where they're about to launch a missile, I think. I don't know. But even then, I mean, it's got so much charm, even if you look outside the theme. The space monkeys are cool, I think. It kind of ties into real history almost, because they think Russia sent a bunch of animals into space to test if they could survive an impact, and many of them did not. So you can imagine how they would come back for vengeance, like the monkeys. I think that's just cool. Not only that, but as a whole, the map, I mean, it's got a lot of unique features. 2 new perks are introduced. The landers are a cool way of getting around that aren't just teleporters. I think the whole rocket and missile silo thing make it unique enough. And then there's Shangri-La. I don't know if this is how they released, by the way. I'm just going off of what I remember them as. But the Shangri-La was like placed in the Himalayas, which is already so much more unique, you know? Just that it was the first map that we've ever had that was like really sunny and bright. And funny enough, it's actually one of the it's probably the most close quarter map of all of Black Ops 1 Zombies. Even more than 5, because at the very least 5 has a pretty decently consistent training spot in the war room. Like, you can actually train in the war room pretty easily. And if you're playing on with another person, you can have one of them train in the porcine labs too, which is pretty cool. But I mean, Shangri-La is just a beautiful map, and super distinct from the others in that regard. Call of the Dead might not be super unique thematically. When you think about it, it's just like icy. It's kind of the main theme of it. But then you think about it, and it still has way more charm than the launch maps for Black Ops 6, in my opinion. You know, it still has that theme, and of course they have the celebrity cast, which is pretty iconic. George Romero is a boss that walks around and attacks you, and you can kill him and get a free perk and Wonder Off. And also, let me just say that in all the maps after, like all the DLC maps, there's a way to get 8 perks on each of them. There is a way to get all 8 of them. And I like that. I like that. And Call of the Dead, you kill George enough, you get all 8 perks. And people who do like high rounds in the map do that, which is cool. On Shangri-La, the monkeys can take a max ammo, and if that max ammo is, if you time it right, you can get a free perk out of that, because it changes the drops every time, or every second or so. And on Ascension, I think if you beat a monkey round without them even touching a perk machine, then you get a free perk. It's hard. It's impossible to do solo, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure the only way that could work is if you get a perk on that first round that is closed. If you had 4 players, it would be possible, because you could have someone defending 2 of them at once. But they can't even touch the perk machine at all. If they touch it once, then you're not going to get it. That's kind of the problem. So it's pretty hard to do that. And then on Moon, I think you can use the hacker in some way to get a free perk. I can't remember exactly how. Speaking of which though, Moon is it's like it's zombies on the moon. Like you can't get any more crazy than that. Like it's thematic. It feels Moon is also really scary just because, not just because it feels even more desolate on the moon because half the map is areas where you can't survive without the PES. But also it just feels dead because it's the moon. There's no plant life. The biodome's cool. It's still, even then, the biodome in Black Ops 1 feels pretty dead. Black Ops 3 did a really good job at kind of bringing it to what it should have been. But I mean, Moon is really scary, not just because of the atmosphere, but also because of the astronaut and all those tight corridors they have to walk through, because he could be in any one of those. And if you run into him, you lose a perk. I think that's stupid. But I mean, in Cold War, there's not one map at all that has like a super memorable theme to me. Like the only one that's kind of memorable to me is D Machine, but that's because it has Nocturne Totem. And it kind of brings me back to that point. Is if Nocturne Totem never existed, then D Machine would just be a pretty standard, kind of boring-ish map. Thematically, of course. Gameplay-wise, I think D Machine is really fun. I actually quite like D Machine. But it's just kind of like, if Nocturne Totem was just added on there and no one even knew that it existed beforehand, it would just be another boring part of the map. I don't know. Like, Forsaken Cold War is kind of unique-ish. I like how they took it from the campaign and used that to make a zombies map, but it's not, it's still not that great. I mean, it's kind of unique in the sense that it's a Russian training facility, and it's kind of like them building what they think America looks like. I think that's kind of cool. But even after that, Firebase C and Mauer Totem just are really boring maps to me. They're not bad maps, just thematically wise, really boring. I do like Firebase C though. I like the maps. I do. I like all the maps in Cold War. But I'm not saying that they're better than other maps. Because like even a map like Transit, which is objectively probably the worst map in all of Zombies history, but mostly not really, it's not really its fault. It's the developers for deciding to do this on the old console. But, you know, even Transit, despite it being like a really bad map, it still has a good theme. It's miles more interesting to me than Forsaken, Mauer Totem, or D Machine. It will always be. Because what sounds cooler? A Nocturne Totem with a bunch of land around it, and then a laboratory that's underneath, or Earth after it had just gotten nuked from the moon, and there's lava everywhere, and you can go to multiple places. I don't know. It just sounds cooler to me than a Nocturne Totem but extended. You look familiar. A lot of people compare me to Sketch, and I guess I can see that. So I'm not mad at that, but like, I see why they do that. It's kind of annoying people do that. We're only one bucket away from completing all the sugarcane, guys. Someone else? I'm not really sure who you could be thinking of. To be completely honest with you. But yeah, I don't know. But I think even though Cold War's maps weren't really necessarily that interesting, like thematically, I think Cold War itself did a really good job at upgrading zombies, like the gameplay experience as a whole. Even though I think D Machine Firebase Z is probably my favorite themed map just because it's in the jungle at least, and that's kind of cool. It's in Vietnam on like a hill. And it's just interesting. But I mean, I think Cold War did a really good job at revising the gameplay. Like I like how you could get all the perks, you know? It kind of eliminated that. I kind of like feeling overpowered, that's probably why. I think the old perk system of zombies was good, but it had flaws. Like there were like crutch perks. Like you would never play zombies without Juggernog. In a perfect world, a perk system in zombies would have every perk be something you think about. Like have the 4 perks you choose be an important choice, because those perks are going to determine your playstyle for the game. But for the most part, I'm making a sugarcane farm. But that's why there's so much water. But I mean, for the most part, in the classic zombies, you don't really think much about what perks you're gonna run after the first 2. Or you always run Drug and Quick Revive solo, but then those next 2 perks are sometimes changed, but not much. The point is that I feel like on every map or different playstyles, an ideal perfect perk system would have you choose a different set of perks each time. And that's why I think Black Ops 4 could have worked almost. A lot of people really hate Black Ops 4. I've not played Infinite Warfare Zombies, but I really want to at some point because I've heard it's really good. Like Zombies in Spaceland, and Raven the Redwoods seems like a good one because I actually live in the Redwoods, not like directly in it, but I live like right next to them. So I'd like to see if they have accurately portrayed them. No, it's not really the reason, but I just think it'd be cool to play a map that was based around kind of where near I live. But I mean, I think Black Ops 4 could have worked. I think the perk system could have worked. They could have brought Juggernaut back. I think what they could have done with Juggernaut in Black Ops 4 is if you already start with 200 health, then have Juggernaut be a perk that you can buy that will increase your health by 50, right? And then you get some other features that involve health. Like maybe it's related to armor or something. Look, in my opinion, I think BO4 is a little bit overhated. I think it's certainly like, am I gonna enjoy playing Black Ops 3 more? Absolutely. But do I think BO4 was all horrible? No, I don't think it was that bad. Like, it added some of the best quality of life features to zombies. Like max ammo's refilling your magazine so you don't have to reload before getting them. When you knife a zombie or kill a zombie within close proximity of you, to power up, if it drops one, that is, it will take like a second or 2 to appear, so you don't pick up a nuke by accident if you don't want it. There's some good features that are introduced in BO4, and a lot of the maps in BO4 are great too. I think Classified's a really good reimagining of 5. It adds a lot to the map itself. It makes the Winter's Howl actually like a good weapon, although it kind of removes a lot of its charm, unfortunately. It just feels really bland to use. I mean, there's Ancient Evil as well. 9 was a great map. I mean, some of the other maps are kind of questionable in quality. Like you could say they were great maps, but I don't know if I'd agree with you. Like Dead of the Night seems kind of way too complex for its own good. Dr. Toten and Alpha Omega are just remasters of old maps that didn't really need to exist. They could have just made an original map that would have been better, probably. And obviously, I have problems with BO4's zombies overall. Like, I think the HUD is absolutely horrific. It is so cluttered with stuff. And I think BO4, you could say it's a bit too easy, I would say. Because you start with 200 health. And I think with how slap happy the zombies are, I guess it kind of counterbalances it out, sort of. But not really. I mean, you start with 200 health. You're going to be pretty powerful to begin with. I mean, I think the perk system could have worked. I just think the biggest mistake they made was just removing the 4 original perks and having different ways that you would get all of them. Starting out with Juggernog itself is stupid. I think if the only way that you could have that still be a thing is if you added Juggernog as a perk that gave you a little bit more health than 200, like 250, like you have in the other games. And then, like, maybe add some other features. Or you could add another way. I don't know. Look, man. The perk system it's a system that's hard to get right. And I wouldn't say, like I said, the original perk system in Zombies isn't perfect, I don't think. But I think it might be a little bit better than Black Ops 4's. Although I do like how Black Ops 4 gave us a lot of unique and new perks. I like that a lot. I think all the perks they've added, some of them are pretty bad, like Blaze Phase. But I think they're all fun. I just think that people didn't like BO4 a lot because they changed so much at once, and some of the changes were removing some features like Juggernog, like actually buying the perk. Not like the perk was still there because you still have the 200 health, but I wouldn't say BO4 is terrible. I still think that it has enough good, in my opinion, for it to be. And nowadays, looking back at it, I think it's fine. It's a fine zombies experience. Actions and stuff, that's the textures. Okay, so what you gotta do is I'll show you really quick. But what you gotta do here is you gotta go to settings. You have to be on the main menu, but go to settings, and then go down to global resources. Go to my packs or active, depending on where it is. You can click on it, or tap or press X on it, or whatever you're on. Click this cogwheel right here, and it'll kind of show you what it is. But basically, playing on it has it, yeah. The custom experience, I believe, is just change the topic. No, man, BO4 is not great. It's not great. I will say that. It's not great. But I think it's overhated. I think it gets a bit overhated because some of those maps there are pretty damn good maps. And I have grievances with here we go again. That's all I'm going to say. It's just I think it's overhated. And another hot take I have for zombies is I think Black Ops 1 is my favorite zombies game overall. Now this is coming from someone who likes the arcadey aspect of zombies and just playing to have fun rather than playing for the Easter eggs and stuff. Everyone always talks about how they have like memories of doing the Easter eggs with their bros and stuff, but I never really had that, probably because I never had a friend group to do Easter eggs with. And I'm sure I'd feel the same way, but honestly, I don't really care much for the zombie storyline, to be completely honest. I just never really cared much about it. Like the characters like Dempsey, Richtofen, Nikolai, they're all great. I love all those characters and they're really funny. I feel like no doubt the zombie storyline has produced us some great maps because of it, but I just don't really care, to be honest. I get that it's important and everything. I've not completed an Easter egg. No. But I don't know, man. I guess I shouldn't say that then if I haven't completed an Easter egg, but like I don't know, man. I think I prefer just a more simple zombies experience, one that you can just hop on and just have fun. And I know I do, and don't get me wrong, I do like a game of Origins occasionally, you know? I kind of like the complexity of it. And it feels rewarding when I can finally build one of the staffs and actually use it, because it makes me feel really powerful. But I don't know. I never really cared that much for the story of zombies. But that's just my opinion, though. I know a lot of people do. So a lot of people might disagree or might say that I'm an idiot for not wanting to care for the story, but I don't know, it just seems like a lot of those Easter eggs are pretty tedious, almost. Like, there's a lot of weird steps. It makes me wonder how people even figured out how to do them in the first place. Like, they're given very vague clues on how to do it, and they just figured it out somehow. Those people who figure them out are crazy. They're good. And that's probably why I like Black Ops 1 Zombies the most, is because most of the maps aren't super, like, they're not super heavy on Easter eggs. Like, they're there in some of the maps, like Ascension and Shang, but they're not, like, the main thing about them. Like, they have cool, well, I guess they are kind of the main thing about them. They kind of build the maps around locations of the story, I guess. Like, well, maybe not. They didn't need to go to the Himalayas, I think, for that step. They decided that they should, and I think they made a good map out of it. It's like for Shangri-La, but I don't know. But Black Ops 1, mostly, and everyone can agree on this, absolutely everyone, Black Ops 1 is not as complicated. Most of its zombies maps are very simple compared to Black Ops 2. There's like two sides of the zombies game. There's the complex maps that you have to take time to learn and can be really difficult to learn, but are still fun because they're designed well. Like Mob of the Dead is a great example. Origins is a great example. I really like Mob of the Dead. It's not. I'd probably put it in my top 5 easily. I'm really bad at it though because I have not played it enough. But it's a very, very good map. It's like they were on a fucking roll, dude. Seriously. Like Alcatraz Island is such a unique setting for a zombies map. It just works so well. But even then, I still think if I'm not feeling like doing a bunch of complicated quests or remembering a lot of things, I'll just hop on a game of 5 or Keynote of Toten or even Shangri-La. Because Shangri-La, like I said, it's a Black Ops 1 map, so it's not that complicated. Moon is the most technically complex map in Black Ops 1. And even then, it's still pretty simple. Pack-a-Punch is right there. You can Pack-a-Punch before you even get to the actual map. You can get Jug too. And that's, you know. But it's a fun challenge. I don't know. I don't know, overall, I think it's cool that zombies evolved from not just a fun side mode, but to a staple in every Treyarch game, with its own story that people have gotten really attached to. But me personally, I've always liked the gameplay a bit more. Anyways, I've been talking about zombies for a long time, even though I'm not even playing zombies right now. What I should be talking about is my Minecraft world, and what I'm going to do now. Because now, I have completed most of the sugarcane process. It's only been about an hour, so I've still got like 2 hours and 40 minutes just about. But I need to place all of the sugarcane now. So we're gonna have to do this for a good bit of time, unfortunately. Or fortunately, if you like doing this stuff. Did I hit my... I don't know, I'm gonna go to sleep though. I'm still thinking about that. I know there's probably a farm I can think of that will be good for XP. That's not that hard to build for me now. I did think about it, and I think there is a smaller version of the gold farm I could build. That one's really easy. I built it to see if it would work on one of my other worlds, and it did. It's not that big though. It's really small. But it'd still be better to build that one rather than no farm. Duplicate glitch. Nah, man. Look. There's a few lines I will not cross when playing Minecraft. And duplicating is something that is one of those lines. Like, I pride myself on not using creative mode or cheats on any of my worlds. And while I have problems with Minecraft systems, while I think some of them are outdated, like dropping everything on death feels a little punishing. for a game where you're supposed to be creative. But that's something I won't get into because it's not important. But I pride myself on not cheating. Back in like 2019, 2020, whenever someone would post a video on TikTok about their Minecraft world, and it was like semi-impressive, or they had like a stack of diamonds, people would just immediately assume they use creative, which is really funny. Because if you've ever played Minecraft, you know how easy it is to get a stack of diamonds. Especially nowadays. Like even back then when the caves were small, it was not that hard to get a stack of diamonds. Because like, when you had Fortune 3 and you could just strip mine, especially since stone was the best way to find diamonds, like at stone level, since deep slate didn't exist. I know, dude, I don't get the hardcore. Hardcore is just like a trend, I think. Like, I just don't understand. This is, ideally, this world I'm playing on is gonna be a world I play on for years. Ideally. And so, I never thought of even, it never even crossed my mind that I can make this a hardcore world. Because I'm not gonna risk losing everything I have. Either because a glitch kills me, or I die in some stupid way like the void. You know, I just don't want that to happen. And the thing is with hardcore mode is correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's the exact same as hard mode. But if you die once, you lose everything. Like completely. You can't play the world. You can still spectate it, but you can't play. I don't think it's any different. Is there any difference between hard and hardcore? Besides the fact that it's permadeath? I don't know. I would say I'm pretty knowledgeable of this game, but I can't tell you one thing that's different other than that. I guess the hearts too. Like the hearts have like little eyes on them or whatever. I don't know. And the thing is with hardcore Minecraft is that it's not much harder, if at all, than regular Minecraft. So I shouldn't have to be worried about dying, because I haven't died in this world once, I think, yet. But the thing is, I'm still not taking that risk. I do not want to risk losing my entire world. Because, you know, like if I die in this world and I lose all my netherite gear, that sucks. But at least I still have the world. I can always get that gear back. Albeit, even if it's an annoying and time-consuming process. But I can still get it back. I can't get the world back if I die in hardcore. I feel like hardcore is the one thing people do hardcore all the time now, especially in like their YouTube videos, because when people see hardcore, especially people who don't watch or play much Minecraft, they assume, oh, this guy's crazy. He did all this and he's surviving. You know? I can't imagine though, like I just can't imagine the feeling of spending years in a world and then just having it all go away because you died. Like I feel bad for Filza, man. That baby zombie must haunt him. If you don't know who Filza is, he played a hardcore world for like 4 years and he died because a baby zombie had killed him. It was crazy, man. I don't even know how it all happened. He killed the creeper that was in that cave and he still died. I see some comments for Filter. I don't know who's saying some naughty stuff, but you better stop it. Better calm down there, Buster. I don't know. Minecraft is just, it's just one of those games, like, I play it for relaxation. And that's why I want to make this, like, a forever world, quote-unquote. I think forever world is pretty obvious as the title, but if you don't know what it is, it's basically a world that someone plays on forever. Like, they might start another world and play that one for a bit, but they'll always come back to that world that they started. How many times have I what? Died? Like, how many times have I what? I'm sorry. I forgot what I was saying, so I'll probably remember, but if you could inform me again what this question's about. Oh, died? I see what you mean, right? And if that's the case, if that's what you mean, then I've died 0 times in this world. I've only made one hardcore world in my history. I did end up streaming it a few years ago on another account that I used to stream on. But I never ended up dying. I just stopped playing because I got bored of that world. I think the only reason, I was kind of going through a weird phase at the time, and I think the only reason I actually ended up playing it for as long as I did was because of the fact that the thrill of playing hardcore Minecraft. It's like, oh, if I did die, I'd lose this world. But then I got Prot 4 Netherite, and it was, there's nothing anything could do to kill me. I like how Minecraft has that option there, but I feel like if you're gonna call it hardcore, then you should do a little bit more than just making it permadeath to make it harder. Like, give the Wither double health or something, you know, so it makes it harder to fight and actually feels like battle to the death. Give the mobs more health, you know. It's supposed to be like, supposed to be a hard version of the game, but it's not much harder. You know, I think, you know, the people have a lot of opinions on Minecraft. Me personally, I enjoy the building aspect of the game a lot. I'm not very good at building, or well, in the sense that like I can't really just start building something without a plan. Like I have to think about it for a long time, and then I'll start building it. But like, I feel like I've gotten better over the years, certainly, at building. I feel like people who just play Minecraft to beat the game and then just stop after that are playing the game. I guess there's not a wrong way to play Minecraft. There isn't a wrong way to play it. But I feel like people who just stop playing Minecraft after they beat the dragon are missing the point of the game. Because Minecraft is supposed to be a sandbox game. A creative building sandbox game. And if you're not doing any building and you're just doing all of like the progression stuff, you're gonna get bored, you know? Take your time. That's why I'm at day 200. I haven't killed the Ender Dragon yet. That's why I was at day 700 in my other world and I haven't killed the Ender Dragon on that one either. It's because I take my time just building and immersing myself in my world, you know? I take my time in building and expanding all my reach around the world. You know, kind of have little names for my towns I build around the world, you know? And they all have, every build I have has a purpose, even if it's pretty niche. Like I built a village that was just a quarry with a bunch of stonemasons, and while the stonemasons aren't even like that useful, it was still like a cool place to go to in my world because I could still go there and have like a mining beacon to use, even though the village aspect didn't get much use. It was still cool. It just added to my reach of the world, you know? It added kind of to like the lore, I guess, of the world. But a lot of my friends don't really do much building in Minecraft itself. They just play the game and then they're done. Like that's it. They beat the Ender Dragon and then maybe they build a house, but then they're just done after that. So you gotta enjoy the game for its main thing before you can truly say Minecraft is boring. That's why everyone goes through the 2 week phase. It's because they just play the game, beat the dragon, and they're done. If you haven't noticed yet, I have a tendency to repeat myself a lot. That's what I'm doing right now. So I'll stop harping on it. But yeah, you get my idea. You get what I'm trying to say. I feel like people just need to let go of the past sometimes too. Like the new baby mobs, in my opinion, I think they look great. Like I think they're fantastic. They feel so perfectly cute, and they still fit the Minecraft style, I think. They look great. But that's just my opinion. Some people genuinely like the older ones better, and that's, in my opinion, I think that's kind of crazy. But you have your own opinions. You're entitled to your own beliefs. And if you think the older is better, that's fine. But in my opinion, the new ones are an upgrade in every way. I think maybe the cat looks a little bit weird, and the rabbits are a little bit too big, I think. But you know what? This is Minecraft. Bees are just as big as cats in this game. So rabbits being a little bit too large, genuinely, who cares? I mean, not me. I don't care. It's just something I'll get used to. Plus, they updated the killer bunny too, which is really cool. So maybe they'll bring the killer bunny back because they updated rabbits. So I mean, shit, man, I wouldn't mind that. I don't know. I think all the baby animals look so cool now. Not that they didn't before, but I just think now that we're here and everything. Oh, there's all my books. I was wondering. I knew I had books somewhere, but I didn't know where I kept them. The plan is now is I'm gonna head to Stone's Landing, and I'm going to get a mending librarian, and then I'm just gonna buy a shit ton of mending books. For now, I'm gonna plop them on all these tools that I have, just so I can mend them up with an XP source I'll make eventually. And then in the future, I'll make new tools, and I'll have to make at that point, I'll have another village for mending specifically, so that'll be the official location. I just need it now so I can get my tools mended up. And then I'll build something quick for XP after that. And then once I get all my tools situated, I'll go ahead and I'll start working on stuff like a storage building. I don't really know what city I want to start with, because I think I made plans earlier in this world's history for like what city was gonna have which. Like I think there's gonna be bows and brewing in one of them. That I'm still kind of want to do that, but I don't know about enchanting. Is it equipment and enchanting? I think so, because if I don't really want to do my idea for the librarian village and the armorers and stuff like that, and the weaponsmiths and whatnot, was to make like a medieval themed town, like a castle, like a giant castle, with a bunch of little houses inside of the walls and stuff. But I don't know if I want to do that for the mending villager, because I feel like I'm gonna want to build something a little bit like closer. I don't know. I still want to do that castle theme thing, but I don't know if it's a good idea to do that right now. Yo, Tommy Tough Knuckles joined. Hold on. Do we have a open villager? Is there a villager here that doesn't have a job? I don't think there is. They're all babies. Do I consider keep inventory cheating? That's a good question. I have a lot to say on this. I think it's a sandbox game, so you can play however you want. But if as a whole, it's tough to say, because on the one hand, I feel like dropping everything on death is something that's a bit too harsh for this game and how easy it is in comparison. But on the other hand, keeping everything, including your XP, just feels way too forgiving. I don't know. I would say technically it's a cheat, yes, but in my opinion, yeah, it's technically it's a cheat. So I guess that's kind of my opinion. But I can excuse it. Like if you have definitive proof that you've done nothing else in your world besides keep inventory, then I can accept someone using keep inventory, because it's a sandbox game. You play how you want to play. Well, technically, okay, keep inventory is technically a cheat, but me personally, you can play the game however you want. Like I think if you go into creative mode and give yourself items, then that's cheating. But keep inventory is just taking a poorly designed feature of the game and kind of putting a band-aid solution over it. Really what they need to do is they need to change the death system, I think. Because it's just, like I said, it's way too harsh for it. The punishment is way too harsh. It kind of takes away from the main point of the game, which is to build and explore, I guess. And by losing everything and providing almost nothing to get that stuff back, it just feels really unfair. And it's not, it doesn't feel fair, you know? Like, in a game like Stardew Valley, which is sort of similar to Minecraft, you can make some connections. If you die in the Skull Caverns, you lose all the progress you've made in the Skull Caverns, a few items from your inventory that aren't your tools, and you also lose like 1,000 gold. And even in Terraria, I think depending on the difficulty, you only lose like half your gold or something. It's just too harsh. That deadass makes no sense. This is a survival game. Are you arguing against me, or are you agreeing with me? Chud. Dang, man. I mean, look. Other games, like, there's a reason other games. People compare Minecraft and Terraria all the time. And I don't think that you should compare those two games because they're vastly different styles of gameplay. But one thing you can compare is the inventory system on death. So tell me why in Terraria, in some cases, I don't know much about Terraria, but I think what I've heard is that I think depending on the difficulty, you drop like half your gold. And only one difficulty, you drop everything. But that's the thing, in Terraria, you're focused on... It doesn't work for Minecraft because in Minecraft, you're focused on building and surviving over a long period of time. You're not focused on the PvP aspects of stuff, right? In Terraria, you're more focused on progression and defeating bosses, I think. And so in that game, if you play on a hard enough difficulty, losing all your items feels like a fair punishment because you know what you're getting into, like playing Terraria. You know, like you know you're going to lose all your items if you die. But in Minecraft, you want to build, and losing everything in your inventory and only given like 5 minutes to pick it up prevents you from building. You know, I've had so many arguments with people over this in the past, but I don't know. It doesn't feel right for Minecraft to drop everything. If there was stuff that would help you get your items back, Minecraft doesn't need to be a difficult game though. That's the thing. It's a sandbox building game. It doesn't need to be hard. That's a game mode like hardcore exists for a reason, you know? Like you play that if you want a challenge. It's not challenging at all. But that's the thing. Is Minecraft is not supposed to be a hard game. It's so players like me. Yeah, I'm not playing with keep inventory though. That's the thing. I can show you. Cheats aren't on. Players like me. See, no cheats. I don't play with keep inventory. I'm just making a criticism of the game because I am very look. I don't want to make my ego sound huge right now, but I am really good at Minecraft. I have never died in this world, and I don't think I ever died on my other world I played on for like 800 days. The game is not hard. I don't play with keep inventory because I don't want to have cheats on. I want to earn achievements on my worlds. But it is still a bad system because keep inventory is just the other side of the extreme. What there should be is either they should add more things that would help you get your items back so it's not as punishing. But you still have to work for those things to get them back so it feels fair and earned when you get them. For example, an enchantment that when you put it on a certain item, it would keep that item on you after death. I saw a video on it. I don't know what the guy's name was, but he called it Soulbound. I think that'd be a really good idea because you'd actually have to work to get the enchantment to put it on your tools, and it would make sure you keep them. And he also talked about how the durability was kind of pointless, but it's not important. That's totems. It gives you a second chance. What? I mean, I guess, yeah, but you can still die right after a totem was popped. Like, there's nothing preventing you from dying immediately after. It gives you regeneration of fire resistance. You don't really have to work for totems, though, let's be honest. Because once you, like, you can get them so easily. A raid is not, like, Minecraft's combat system is not that hard. And if you get full netherite, which isn't necessarily that hard to get. It's time consuming, but not that hard, just annoying. Getting the totems isn't too hard. And again, totems aren't a foolproof solution to losing your items. Because you can still die right after. Like if a Vindicator is attacking you, like the guy with the axes, the illagers with the axes. If two of them are attacking you, and you use a totem and they keep attacking, you're gonna die instantly, even if you pop a totem. It's like when you have like 5 blocks of TNT. If you light them all and they all blow up at different times, you're gonna die even after you just use a totem. So it's still not a solution. There's one item in this game that helps you get your items back, and that is the recovery compass. And the recovery compass is, you get it by going to an ancient city, and then you have to use echo shards, I believe, put it around a compass. And I'll admit the recovery compass is a good item. The problem is that you're restricting it to a part of the game that a lot of people don't want to have to go to. I'm not saying the ancient city's hard. It's actually pretty easy. But a lot of people don't want to risk their life going to an ancient city to even get it. And the fact that there's nothing else besides that can help you get that stuff back is interesting. I mean, the other option besides like an enchantment that would keep your items on you after death is just reducing the punishment. It's a skill issue. Okay, buddy, listen, buddy. I've already stated multiple times. Like, do you realize that most of Minecraft's players are people who play casually? Because that's makes it fun. Get better at the game. I'm already great at this game. That's the thing. I'm speaking about this because I'm criticizing the game and I want it to be better. And it sounds like you play Minecraft to just beat the Ender Dragon and then do nothing else. Because you're missing the entire point of the game, clearly. And I think you might be rage baiting me too. And it's sort of kind of working, but not really. The point is, main point, it's too punishing. Other games do it better. It's outdated. It wasn't designed for how Minecraft plays now. A lot of systems aren't in this game. Let me ask you this, Max. Have you ever played a world for longer than a year or a few months? Because if you haven't, you're still missing the point of the game. I think. I'm not saying you're not enjoying the game. I'm just saying if you don't play the game to build stuff and survive for as long as possible, then you're not playing Minecraft for its best feature. That's why they keep adding more. Dang. They killed it after you got it. That sucks. But that's why they keep adding blocks every update instead of like new features. Is because they're just, you play Anarchy servers, which is way harder. Yeah, you play Anarchy servers. Minecraft, like, that sounds, yeah, that's cool. You play the game how you want. That's awesome. I like that for you. But like, Anarchy servers are pretty, like, well, they're crazy. They have a lot going on. I mean, you can't really build anything in an Anarchy server because it just probably will get destroyed instantly. I have such bad ADHD, I want to build a lot of stuff, but I never get it. I'm kind of the opposite, to be honest. I also have ADHD, but I have so many ideas, I just don't have enough time to execute all of them. And I always don't have the drive to execute all of them. And that's why I make these long worlds, is because I have all these ideas, and if I keep playing on them, eventually I'll get them done. Eventually it'll end up being done, but I can't guarantee that it will. Or at a certain point, but it will eventually. Because I recognize that yeah, I mean, I get that. I used to be the same way, sort of. I guess a tip I could give you, I guess, is try to make buildings for a lot of niche things. Like, if you need to get a lot of furnaces to smelt a lot of stuff, make a super smelter building. And then, better yet, try to theme that building around, like, a furnace. It could be something as simple as, like, putting it inside of a giant furnace. Or you could do, like, a building in your style but with like something in the design of the building that hints at what it's for. Like maybe there's a smokestack coming out of it. So you might think, oh, there's something hot in there. I'm a scroll, but I thought the world goes well and have a good one. Oh, thank you, Max. I appreciate that. And I hope you have a good one too. That's what I did. I mean, on my my other server world I was talking about, I built a storage warehouse. Oh, come on. I built a storage warehouse, and on the roof, like on the front of it, not the roof, but the front of it has like the front face of a chest, kind of, in like a little pixel art design. And so you'll look at it and you'll see, oh, that's kind of cool. I know what that's for. It's probably a storage building. And I think the most important build you ever make in a world is probably your first house. Well, for me, I like to do one house and use that throughout the rest of my world. And so for me, it's really important that I do a good style and a good looking build, because it'll kind of determine what the rest of my world, at least my base, is going to look like. Yeah, like just think, I like to plan out what I want my buildings to look like. What I always do is I make a creative copy of my world after making the space for the build I want to make, and then I design it within that space I've already made on the creative copy. And once I find the design I like, and then I copy it into my survival world. Like I get the materials and build it. You lost it fighting the chat. Dude, that sucks. 84. That's why I don't play hardcores, because if I had a world like this and I died from like the Ender Dragon, even though it never really happens, I've never died to the Ender Dragon recently, but even if it's always that fear that it might happen. You know? Like I'm not taking that risk. Also, I just thought of something. That Max guy that was in here earlier, I don't know if he's still here, but I feel like I left a comment on a video a long time, like a month ago or so. I said a hot take in the comment. I was like, dropping everything on death is bad game design. And a lot of people did not like that, and a lot of them just boiled down to, I'm just bad at the game. And that it's a skill issue. That's what most of them said, and Max was not different from them in that regard. Now, to be like, it's just the thing. It's like you don't have to be. The thing is, it's like criticizing cooking. You don't have to be a chef to know food tastes like shit. You know, like someone could burn a steak to a crisp, and you don't even have to eat it to know it's gonna be bad, right? It's kind of like that, but with Minecraft. You know, I'm not bad at the game. I'm really good at the game. But I could see how a feature like dropping everything on death is more annoying and less beneficial to the game than a system where you would keep some of those items and lose still. Fruity horses. A little bit. It's an interesting way to describe it. I don't know. It's kind of like, it's sort of similar to that. Opinions are so subjective. Yeah, no, I personally think that the system is bad. Now, some people like it, and that's their opinion. If they want to lose everything, then that's nice. I just think that the thing is if the items, I think the main problem is that netherite items are so tedious to get back if you lose them forever. If your items despawn because you didn't get them quick enough, they are so tedious to get back because of the enchantment system being another system that I will not delve into because it is incredibly flawed in my opinion. I just don't think that your main way of upgrading your gear should be random, you know? Just I'd rather have my system of getting items be consistent. Like me being able to choose them. And villagers kind of solve that issue, sort of. But not completely. Because you'd have to still set up a villager for each of those enchantments. And then you have to tediously break and replace a lectern until you get the enchantment you want. That's the thing. I don't think there should be a method that's why, because a lot of people, including my girlfriend, they're very casual players of Minecraft. They're not going to play Minecraft like as seriously as someone like me or someone on Hermitcraft does. And so they aren't as good at the game, and that's fine. You know, everyone's at a different skill level. But that's why it's so punishing for them. It's because Minecraft is not really a hard game overall, but for somebody who doesn't play a lot of games, it might be hard for them, and so it's extra punishing to them when they lose everything. And if they don't really have the skills to get that stuff back, like netherite, if they even got to that level, or diamonds, it just feels absolutely crushing and they don't want to play anymore. Like, if I lost everything, like if I had full netherite and I lost it in the void, I probably wouldn't play for a long time in that world until I'm ready to start over again, because it's just annoying. Netherite is designed to be an item you typically make it once and then you don't get a different tool of it again. Like, you make it once and that's what you have. I think that's what it's designed for. But the fact that you can still lose it is kind of insane. I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of just rambling at this point. Yeah. I just wish that there was a way that people could play while not losing everything and still have, like, things on. What I really don't get is why people care so much as well how other people play the game that they spent their own money on. Like, if I see someone, I used to be the same way as those people. Like if I saw someone playing with Keep Inventory, I always think that they're like a pussy or whatever, because I was an immature 13-year-old boy. But now, if I see someone playing with Keep Inventory, I don't think about it. But instead, I run to the comments to see if anyone's trashing them for it, and then I defend them. I defend the person that posted it, that is. It's getting trashed by people who are immature. There's a lot of stuff you grow out of when you get older. There is. And that was one of those things. Because once you realize that Minecraft is a game that people spend their own money on, and a sandbox game that you can do whatever you want in, then you realize that you shouldn't care about how people play the game. Because it's not your business. So, I guess that's that. Now we have to decide what kind of thing we want to build for XP, because I still do not know. I have 8 mending books, but I don't know what I want to build for XP. So I can keep my tools durability down. Yeah, I think there are some things I would definitively say are cheating if you're playing survival. I don't think Keep Inventory is cheating, because it shouldn't be classified as a cheat. It should just be an option. It's still too extreme. I think it makes the game a little bit, like, the game isn't hard. It's not supposed to be hard, but I feel like there should be at least some small punishment for dying, at least. Like maybe losing some XP or something, because XP is kind of like the money in this game almost. It's like the golden tier almost. Kind of not really, but like something like going into creative mode and giving yourself like a stack of netherite blocks, that's a bit excessive, I think. I think that's definitely cheating. The Keep Inventory is just an imperfect solution to a flawed system that was made for a game 10 years ago that is still in a game that is much different now. No, really, dude. I mean, I don't get what you mean by that. I still think it's still a bit too easy, sure. Like, it's not punishing at all to die, except you lose your location that you were at. Unless you had coordinates, and I guess it doesn't matter. But it's not basically creative. I mean, creative mode, you can spawn in anything you want. Anywhere. It's creative. You can do whatever you want. Exactly. And you have no limits, because you have everything at your disposal. But survival mode, if you just play with Keep Inventory, and you don't give yourself anything, you don't change the weather or anything like that, then there's nothing, it's so much different than creative mode. Well, yeah, it's Keep Inventory, you know, you don't lose anything when you die. But, you know, some people just don't want to have that stress of losing everything, and I get that. There's not much stake in dying anymore, but it's not like creative mode. If someone had definitive proof, if there's two people in front of me, and one of them had like a world they played for a year, or if they both had a world they played for a year, one of them they had keep inventory on, one of them they didn't. They both have been proved to have not been cheating at all. They're both still equally as impressive, I think. Like if they built like some crazy mega base on their world, they're both still equally as impressive to me. Because if they've both been proven to not been cheating in any way, then why should I think that the person who played with their preference of punishment for death would be less impressive than someone with a different opinion on that? I don't know. It's just, I don't see why people care. It's a sandbox game. They paid money for it. Play it how you want. And don't judge people for how they want to play the game. Anyways, I'm gonna load up TikTok on my other phone, my old phone, so I can look at the chat there and then look up an XP farm that isn't the armadillo farm, hopefully. I don't know, maybe I'll have to give in. Wow, upcoming sleep hours. Definitely gonna sleep. 100%. Ultimately though, as long as you aren't like actually cheating by bringing stuff in from creative mode, then your accomplishments in survival with keep inventory are they're not any less impressive. I mean, maybe it might have made it a little bit easier to build some things because you didn't die at one time, but just it's not. Minecraft XP farm. Alright. I think underground bases are cool. And I like to do that at some point in this world. Just like have a secret evil lair or something. Just for a fun little side project to work on. But I personally like building everything above ground if I can help it. Because I just like, I like building a big map of my world and just looking at it. I love that. But if I build an underground base, I can't really do that. It's the only problem. All the XP farms are either like they're all the armadillo farms. I don't want to do that, man. Alright, you know what I'm gonna do? I don't know what to do, man. I could just go mine. I could just go mine more skulk, but I don't know. I could go do that zombie farm. I could go make a zombie farm really quick, but I don't know. I think I'm gonna build one of those mini gold farms and see how fast it gives me XP. I bet they are annoying to make, but I still think it's probably a little bit easier to do than something like a gold XP farm or a gold farm. I'm gonna make a small gold farm. Like I'm gonna make like it's like a gold farm but like on a much smaller scale. Obviously I'll build a bigger gold farm in the future, but this is what I'm gonna do for now. I don't think I have enough obsidian, but I think I know where I can go to get some. I'm doing this for the XP. Not the gold. I'm falling. Ooh. A lot of people also just assume that, like, if I say anything negative about Minecraft, they just assume I hate the game. But, like, in reality, I just want it to be better. That's why we criticize games. Because if we don't say anything about things we don't like about them, then they're not gonna get better. they're just gonna stay at a really bad quality. And that's why we need to speak up about shit we don't like. Like, sometimes people can just make bad criticism that has a way of being easily explained away. But, you know, a lot of the time people make valid criticism of a game, and others just don't want to accept it. I mean, the inventory system, like dropping everything when you die, is just one thing about Minecraft that I don't necessarily like. There's so much more about the game I could dig into. But does that mean I hate the game? Absolutely not. I love this game. I've played it since I was just a wee lad. So of course I love it still. But it doesn't mean I don't have my gripes with it. I love Black Ops Zombies, right? But I have my gripes with it. Some perks are useless in that game. Like Deadshot Daiquiri is completely pointless. And all the Black Ops 1 maps kind of have one thing that I just don't really like about them. Almost. Like, why didn't they put PhD and stamina up on the other maps like they did with Meal Kit? What's the point? I guess PhD was already on, like, Moon, Ascension, Shangri-La, and Call of the Dead. But why not on Kino? I want on Kino. You know, I love video games. Video games are great. They're a great art form to express yourself. And I think if we just let people create stuff without letting them know what we like or don't like about it, then what's the point? Astrophysical typing Minecraft? Nope. Astrophysicist? Oh, I have not, but I've seen like one guy, I don't remember what his name was, but he was like, he was on TikTok and he was like playing Minecraft for the first time. And that kind of reminds me, I feel like, that makes me think. I've seen people say like they don't like Minecraft or Terraria because you have to Google a lot of stuff to figure out what to do. And it's kind of the same way with like Stardew Valley. But that doesn't, to me, it doesn't make the games bad, it just makes them kind of tedious and sometimes. But I feel like if I played Minecraft blind, I could probably figure out a few of the things. There's small hints throughout the game of what you can do. Like the Wither is in a painting, I think. Like the how to spawn it is in a painting. And you better be prepared if you try that out yourself and see what happens. That's all I'll say. Alright, what else do I need? So I need blocks. A sunflower? What's a sunflower for? I don't know. Also, I hear the deep dark music. I don't know why that's there, but it's there. It's like the same thing with TV shows. Like we gotta critique them too. Stranger Things 5 just came out, and unfortunately, it was not great. Like I thought it, like on a first watch, it was okay. Like I thought it was a fine, sort of okay ending to the series. I thought it was kind of lame, but you know, that's my opinion. A lot of people like it. That's fine. But most people would say that the ending is kind of disappointing or just straight up bad, and I wouldn't disagree with them. I don't really know how I didn't mean to do that. I don't really know how comparators or repeaters work. I kind of know how repeaters work. I know they can extend the signal of redstone, but that's it. But what I do know, well, I don't know anything about comparators at all. I'm confused about those still to this day, but I know they're just super useful. Why do I keep doing that? I don't really know much about redstone, to be honest with you. Like, I can follow the tutorial and build redstone exactly how they build it, and it works that way. But I don't know, I can't remember how to make like a redstone clock or anything that simple. I'm not that smart, you know. But I still know how important redstone is. I just can't make anything with it by myself. I mean, I do watch Minecraft videos. I watched this one. I watched Luke the Notable. His like his hardcore series. That guy is crazy. In the most recent one, it was like 5,000 days or 4,000 days, I think. He pretty much just digs a hole the entire time, and then works on his lights and his base. That guy's crazy though. I don't know. I think he's at a point in his world where there's really not much for him to do. I think. Like he's still going, but like there's not really much he can do at this point. I think comparators read redshift signal strength or container fullness. Yeah, I think that's how I think that's how comparators can like do item sorters and stuff. But again, oh god, I couldn't tell you exactly how they work because I have fucking no clue. But I think that people who figure them out, they are definitely smart enough for that stuff. I'm not though. But I guess it's probably like coding. I probably thought coding was too difficult when I first started it, but then again, here I am now, on my way to become a game developer. I gotta get out of here. I doubt I'm gonna need a stack of obsidian. That portal did not look that big. There's this guy on YouTube as well. Yeah, like if I did redstone experience for years, it's like coding. It really is a lot like coding because you can code for like a week, 16 weeks or so. That's like the length of a college course, but you'll still not really know how to make like super advanced stuff right after that. You know, it takes years of practice. Like my programming teacher for last block, he always said that you need like 10,000 hours to master something on average, and I could definitely see it. We wouldn't even get close to 1,000 from 16 weeks of college courses. But if you work in programming, you will learn that stuff, and it'll be imprinted in your mind. You'll never forget it. And so that's how coders make the games we all play. Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen someone build like I've seen someone use the internet through Minecraft and ordered a pizza to their house. That's fucking crazy that they even managed to do that. I think it's kind of crazy how Redstone is able to do stuff like that, I think. Also, I've now placed down most of my sugarcane, and it is kind of tanking my frames a little bit, I think. But not that much. It's not that bad. $100. Okay. Who is this? Who is this? Whatever you're selling, I ain't buying, yo. Well, my name is Skylar White, yo. My husband is Walter White, yo. Yeah, I don't get bots a lot, but yeah, they show up occasionally. Let's use cobblestone for this build. And I also need a bucket of water. Ding 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 ding. I need 3 buckets actually. But I put them over there. I need 3 trapdoors. then 2 chests. Oh, nice. I've seen people doing super. Wait, no hopper. Oh, wait, what? Where's the hopper at? How are you collecting the items? You know what? I'll trust him. I'll trust this guy. But yeah, I've seen people do super flats, and those people are a lot more creative than I am, because they're able to like terraform and stuff. That's just so cool, I think. Like, people play super flats, you have to do some crazy shit as well to get certain items, because you just can't. Sometimes you get a lever here. I'm going to build a small gold farm, hopefully to get some XP so I can put mending in all my tools and repair them. I don't know why I need a sunflower, but I bet I have one in here somewhere. No, but I could probably go get one. Sunflower, and I need some redstone stuff now. Copper golems are low-key mad annoying. They're making so much noise. Do I have a bow in here? I have a crossbow. Not an actual bow. And I used all of my string to make the scaffolding, so I don't have any string either. But I mean, it's okay. It's nighttime now, so I can just go kill some mobs. I could also probably grab a sunflower while I'm out here. I think sunflowers spawn out in like thing here. I could also get lucky enough for this guy to drop his bow. I might not get that lucky. But... oh. I don't know if I can use that. No, I haven't even been playing Geometry Dash at all recently, to be honest with you. And I don't know if I will for a while. I just kind of got bored. Like, I know I can make more progress, but I don't know, it's just... This is, actions and stuff. You can get it on the marketplace. It's like $10, I think. It might be a little steep for you, or for a lot of people, they think it's steep. But it's worth it, I think, because it was made by a few passionate people, and they deserve every dollar. I mean, yeah, it's a fun game, but it gets to a point over time. Yeah, it's bedrock. Better for 6. Oh, was it discounted? Why do I need a stack of glass? What is the glass for in this build? I don't think you need glass. I think it's just for the gas. What? This is I'm building a gold farm. This isn't on the roof. This is just like I'm on bedrock, so the gold farms are really easy to make. But I need a block of mud too. I don't really know where to get that. I think you can make mud by just putting a water bottle on the piece of dirt. Unfortunately, I do not have any glass to make a bottle. But I think I might have a potion in here somewhere. I can drink this. Oh, you telling me welcome back, JJ? Alright, bro, Chacho. I have to go to the nether too, so I can grab quartz, because I need it for the observers. So we're gonna head into the nether really fast. I'm the king of farms in Java. That's the way. Oh, sorry, I didn't see your other comment. What? Oh no, that wasn't you. Someone else. But what are some of my favorite YouTubers? Well, it kind of varies. It varies throughout the years. Like right now, I like. Oh, there's some quartz up there. I like Vanos Gaming. I like Cub Scouts. Specifically, his trying not to laugh videos. Those ones are really funny. Like his laugh is really contagious, and so when he starts laughing at dumb shit, you start laughing too. Just because of his laugh. That should be all the quartz we need. There's actually quartz right there. Best Minecraft YouTuber of all time, TD and popular. Yeah, wait, did Sunny talk to miners, or is that someone else? I don't know if he did. I know Dan TDM did. But yeah, those I grew up on Dan TDM and I grew up on Dan TDM and what's his name? Not remember those. I watched his videos all the time as a kid. I remember watching his one video specifically. It was like a sandwich mod where you can make sandwiches out of every mob in the game for some reason. And I would eat goldfish while I watched that video. It's a core memory for me. Oh, Stampy was great too. I love Stampy. I need a flint and steel, but I can get that in my bottom chest. Can I make a dispenser with the cobblestone I have now? There we go. See, I remembered how to make a dispenser. I'm a good boy, I wash. Dude, I watched all this, I watched a lot of Preston plays when I was a kid as well. Mainly his, like, parkour videos. He played with, I can't remember what his name was. Preston's so annoying now. He still got that haircut from a few years ago. Nothing wrong with that particularly, but... Wait, I need 3 buckets of water? That 2016 haircut. I literally saw a video about that earlier today. I need a bucket of lava too. I don't really know where to go. Nether, my friends. Going back. Going back to the Nether. Just went here. Basalt Delta. It's like the one time I'm actually happy to see this biome. Fucking hate Basalt Deltas, man. I used to want blue hair back when I was a kid. Like, because of Dan TDM specifically. Like, I really wanted blue hair. Really thought that was the shit. I have an old channel, I'm not gonna say because it's embarrassing. But, I tried to dye my hair green. Or no, it was blue. Like, I really wanted blue hair. But I have brown hair, so, like, you'd have to bleach it first and get it to look a certain way. So I couldn't really do that. Thankfully though, I think I probably would have gotten bullied if my hair was... Actually no, I don't think anyone would have really cared. I think all the other kids in my age went I think, I kind of like the small updates Minecraft gets. Like, I think the copper golem, as long as that mob is, like, actually really useful, like, the copper golem is pretty good. You can make, nice auto sorters with it. But if it's like kind of a butt useless mob, I don't really care. And the spear is cool too. Yeah, the spear is really cool actually. I think I carry it on me all the time. It's genuinely a very useful weapon. It's not. I find myself using the sword a lot more, but that's just me though. I think I'm ready to build this thing. I don't think I'm missing anything. I don't. The hopper. I am going to bring a hopper with me just in case because I have a feeling that he's missing the hopper. There's no way this farm doesn't have him. That sounds fun. Spearing polar bears on ice. They should add more useful books or like the desert temple. I think that would be. I'm always down for enchantments. Actually, you know what? How about they just do like an enchantment overhaul? Like redo the enchanting system because I think it needs it pretty bad. I don't think it should be mainly RNG based. Like I feel like you should be able to like work your way through the levels of enchantments and definitively like, well, not definitive, but be able to get them instead of having to rely on luck. I'm glad Minecraft consistent. Yeah, I think what they should do is they should focus on updating the older systems that need it and are kind of outdated, and then they could add new stuff to add onto those new systems they made to improve them. This is gonna be a temporary farm, so I'm gonna just build it in a pretty flat and boring area. I'm gonna flatten this little piece out here, and we'll build it right here. XP balance. I feel like you should. XP is kind of an interesting topic because there's so many ways to get it, like get a lot of it, but I feel like a lot of those ways aren't very accessible. Like entirely. Like, yeah, you can get millions of levels of XP with an Armadillo XP farm, but you can't just make that right off the bat. So you have to go to, I think you have to go to a trial chamber to do that. I think that, like, it's kind of a problem with the enchantment system, is when you have random elements be the entire basis for how you get enchantments, except for villagers, but villagers are a whole other problem, I think. I think they should just have you be able to pick the enchantment you want. You only get one, but you get that guaranteed. And you have to level that enchantment up. So you start up, like with a sword, you start out with sharpness 1, you move up to sharpness 2 for like an extra 2 levels or something. And then, yeah, I think it could be much better, probably. Alright, this is a good area. Alright, now I'm gonna watch this tutorial. Because that one costs more. Yeah. You know what I find really stupid? Is how repairing an item with... There's no reason. There's literally no reason to repair your tools with the same material. And I do it only because I didn't have mending. But it's stupid how it keeps adding to the cost of the tool. I think it should be a flat rate, and it shouldn't add to the cost of other enchantments. Like, if you want to repair your diamond pickaxe with a diamond, it should stay at like 3 or 4 levels. I don't know. Maybe it changes depending on the level of enchants. Like, if you have a maxed out pickaxe, it costs like 5 levels or so to add a diamond to it and repair it. And costs 10 to repair it completely with the pickaxe or something. I just hate how it continues to add to the price of the tool itself. It's just really annoying, because it makes mending all the more useful, which mending is good. I like mending. I think it's a fair enchantment. But I just wish that you didn't have to use mending, you know? And that would make it so bows could be used forever instead of you have to eventually craft a new one because it gets too expensive. Bruh. Hold on, what the fuck was he doing? Now the obsidian you might actually need. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I feel like the entire enchantment system is broken. Can we all agree on that? Because there's just, it's just super outdated. Because like when you have tools like netherite, which are intended to be tools that you keep forever, I just feel like there should be more consistent ways of getting enchantments. And villagers exist, sure, but why is it villagers that do that and not the enchantment table itself? Why is it that? I'm saying if you have mending and sharpness 5, it'll cost like 12. Well, I can second that theory that the way I'm guessing what you're saying is like the order you put a tool into the enchantment table or an anvil, it will change the price of the enchantment cost, and that is true, it will. Hello, soccer mom. Hold up. What? Oh, I put it in the wrong block. Hold on, let me see. It'd be cool if you got to put it. Yeah, that would be. Build the same farm. You'll need a sorting system. Yeah. I know. I know. This type of farm produces a lot of gold swords, but I'm just mainly doing it for the XP, and I'm gonna get rid of this at some point and build a bigger one. But yeah, I've built sorting systems for this farm before, and it's complicated, but it works good. No, the lava won't burn the trapdoors. They will burn. I think they can burn solid blocks, but they can't burn. Well, they can burn slabs too. I think it won't burn the trapdoors. The how this farm works is the trapdoors will basically be like a catalyst to light the portal. So if I click this lever, it'll keep breaking the portal and doing it. And as it breaks it and keeps spawning them, it's gonna spawn zombie pigmen over and over again. What the hell happened? I put in like 2 buckets of water in here. Ow! Right, he's attacking me because I killed his friend. I don't know. This motherfucker was like, please be super duper careful, as if my actual life was on the line. Like, what, dude? I need to go back to my house and sleep. Because I left my bed over here for some reason. I don't know why I did that. I'm a chud. Yeah, that thing is ugly, I won't lie. But it's okay. It'll only be there for now. It's only temporary. This guy has a very overstimulating editing style too. W should. I hate to be this guy, but guys, oh, fucking, oh, hello kitty. I hate to be this guy, but my birthday is tomorrow. I'm gonna be 20 years old tomorrow. I know, I'm a chud, I'm a unk chud. I'm a chunk. Okay, that sounds terrible. But man, 20 years on this earth. That's how old I'm gonna be tomorrow. It's gonna be crazy. Yeah, I mean, look, the crazy thing is I've seen people who I thought were still in high school, but they were like 25. It's wild. Also, look at my cat down there. She's being cute. This is Precious. She's very sweet sometimes. Not all the time. She's kind of a chud most of the time. Chunkle. I'm a chunkle. Yeah. I need to go get a water source because I don't have one. I don't know where one is. There's that, but I don't want to take from my own farm. And I didn't want to have to go all the way down here, but here we are. But man, 20 years, guys. I mean, I have a coworker. He's like, I genuinely thought he was still in high school, but he's like 25. He's a cool guy, though. Not that being 25 wouldn't make you cool. Or would make you an uncool guy, but I just didn't think he was 25. Yeah. Actually, I could make an infinite water source, but I mean, I only need 1 bucket of water, I think. Okay, now for this step, I have to dig down 20 blocks. I recommend digging down 20 blocks. 1, 2, or digging straight. Oh god, what am I at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I don't recommend digging down 20 blocks at a time, especially if you're going straight down, because it can be dangerous. But in this case, it's okay, because I said so. Ah, he did need a hopper. Dig down very carefully. Yes, very carefully. Just like the lava. Great. You know what? I'm just gonna put this up because I don't care. I know, I'm a bad boy. I'm pretty sure it's just that because the mud can pick up an item through a block because it's not a full block. No, this isn't popular MMOs. It kind of sounds like them though. Alright, hold on, y'all. I've just got to make something that is safe. So I don't... Yeah, extra safe, extra safe. Okay. Now we'll make a cobble slab here. Let me make this a slab so we can just hit the item. We're really not building this for the items, we're building this for the XP. Carefully place the slab. Yes, yes, yes. Of course, very carefully. I don't really know what I was doing there. I just had to go back down anyways to make more ladders. But I think that's it, guys. I think we're done. So the mud is like slightly shorter than a regular block, and so the hopper can pick up items that's on top of it. It couldn't do that without it, so that's why the mud block is there. It's actually really good for sugarcane farms too, because sugarcane can be placed on mud, so it's really useful in that case. And you can make mud anywhere by just having up the water bottle on you, so it's extra useful. Okay, so how this works is we can sit here and we can just hit them and they'll die, and that's kind of it. They'll fall like 15 blocks. They might not die in a hit, but I don't really care. But yeah, this is it. I think we can just turn this on now. But yeah, it breaks the portal constantly, and it spawns zombie pigmen. I guess when it has a chance. Every time it relights, it has a chance of spawning it, and the bigger the portal, the higher the chance. It spawns in decently fast. It's not that crazy. Awesome. And it will give us a lot of swords, unfortunately. No, you can't, unfortunately. The spear, it'll only send you forward. So if I like looked up and used it, it wouldn't send me up like the Riptide does. Four more apiece. Yeah, it's not great, but I just need XP, I guess. Normally I'd make a much larger one, but I really wanted XP now. It is not good though. I mean, I could sit here for a few minutes and just wait for it to build them up. I guess. Yeah, this isn't great. I think I wasted my time, guys. Okay, so the nether roof is different between Java and Bedrock. I think on Bedrock you can't build on the nether roof. So if you go up there, you're stuck. Unless you can get back down. But, on Java, you can build on the nether roof. So a lot of people do that because the nether roof is really flat. And anything you build on there is gonna spawn enemies. I'm gonna just sit here and wait for a few minutes. I'm gonna pet my kitty. My precious. You want me to move this keyboard, kitty? I'll move it so you can sleep there. It's my old keyboard. Hi, baby. Yeah, this type of farm produces a lot of gold swords. Do you be whoops? What do you say? Nah, it's all good. I'm actually gonna stay here for a few minutes. Hey Siri, set a timer for 5 minutes. Hi kitty. Ow. It's low-key cold in my room. So cold right now. Let's do the comment to this. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. This farm isn't too bad if you just let it build up piglins for a little bit. Great Wolf Lodge. Man, I went there once with my family, my aunts and my uncle. It was kind of a fun experience. I was supposed to be going to Costa Rica instead, but I mean, it was because of COVID, you know, and all that bullshit that happened in the pandemic. So I didn't really get to go because of that, but it was still fun, pretty fun. The Great Wolf Lodge. Stop being a meanie head. Don't meerkat me. So cute. You're so stinking cute. I love you, and then you're biting me right now. So cute. She's such a sassy baby. Ow. She was standing up on her hind legs. Did you guys see that? crow on W has a spear. I don't know what ONW means. She is, I think, like 5 months or so. She's still in her kitten phase, kind of. So she's like very hyperactive. We got her in. Oh no. Yeah, she's about 5 months or so. I think we got her in like July of last year. She's actually normally decently cuddly. Like, she's nice, but she's being mean right now. She's actually decently cuddly. She's nice, but she's being mean. I just saw myself on TikTok. How many piglins are gonna be here? We have 2 minutes left. There is a minute 24 left, and then we are going to kill all of these piglins, however many there are. It's probably going to be a lot of swords, unfortunately, but shaketh them. Okay. Hoss, you come in here a lot of the time and just say the same thing, man. I'm not going to be shaking my biddies. Maybe if someone donates a galaxy, maybe I will. If someone gives a galaxy, I might shake my biddies. I'm in Bedrock Edition. I have a spear though, I can kill all these guys in one hit. I don't know why I opened my fitness pal, I was trying to open up Instagram. I think there's a skeleton in there. I'm not sure how it got in there. I think it probably walked in there or something. I don't know. "27 seconds. I think you should. Dylan, do not finish that statement, okay? Alright, I'm just gonna do it now. Okay. And that was, wow. You know what? This is not worth it, guys. That wasn't even that much. That was nothing. We got like... Dylan, I'm surprised that you even got away with saying that, to be honest with you. That wasn't really worth it. This farm was kind of a waste of time, to be honest, guys. This is a waste of my time, man. In class tomorrow? No, Edwin. I will not be in class tomorrow. I'm still in winter break. But it ends this Saturday, unfortunately. But yeah, it's Plants vs. Zombies Replanted is one I was playing. Don't buy it. It's not worth $20. That I'll say. It's definitely gotten better. They've fixed a lot of the issues, and they've even added some stuff that I think should have been in the original game. Like endless modes for all the worlds. Edwin, I just said... you know what? 20 bucks... It can buy you a decent amount. Okay? It can buy you 4 copies of the original Plants vs. Zombies. So I would just buy that instead. Or, you know, buy 1 and save $15. I mean, like, Replanted is good. It, like, as a game... No, I'm not that famous. I mean... I don't think... I mean, I don't have millions of people watching me anymore. Like I did back in my prime. But no one's ever like recognized me because I didn't post my face back when I was like really popular, so no one really knew what I looked like. I was really worried for a long time that if I posted my face, my family would find out I had the account. And it's not like it's anything bad, it's just kind of embarrassing. to have my voiceovers of my singing monsters be like available to the public, but now they are. Everyone knows, and it's not a big deal. It was just embarrassing. Six, seven. I'm such a fucking chud. I'm a chud. Well, I have about 1 hour left, and I don't know what to do with it. I spent all that time building a ineffective XP farm. And for what? What did I accomplish by doing that? Nothing. I probably should make an iron farm at some point, but not now. I'm tired, guys. I don't want to go to bed because I can't. I have to pick up my girlfriend from work in an hour. I gotta clean my glasses. I feel like if I wanted to do anything right now, I feel like it should be designing a building like my storage or something. There's a fucking ant on me. I don't even know how he got that close to me. Spent the last 30 minutes of a teenager building a useless XP farm. Ah, damn. You know, I thought it was more efficient. I remember that small one I built being way more efficient than that one was. I still have an hour left, guys. I still have an hour left of being a teenager. Put your left shoe on the wrong foot. It is actually the right foot. It is actually on the right foot. What? What does that even mean, man? I'm too tired for this. Okay, I'm tempted to go down to that ancient city and mine the rest of that skulk out of there, but my hoe is like super low durability, and if I'm gonna even begin to get XP from that, I'm gonna have to get all the durability back for this thing. But you know what? We're gonna go down there anyways. Yeah, it's 10 for me. 10:47. Just about. Really good builds. I have mending on the hoe. It's just really low durability. I could spend. Well, I guess it's not gonna get. You know what? I'm gonna just spend XP on my hoe. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna spend XP to repair it, and then I'm gonna go mine a shit ton of skulk for like 30 minutes to get a bunch of XP that way. And then yeah. Dang, 6:40 in the morning? What are you doing? You need to go to bed. I'm just kidding. 6:48 is like a time a lot of people wake up. You have work soon? Is that why you're on TikTok watching my bum ass? Or I don't know. Maybe you don't have work. I work super early. My break is usually like 5 AM, so I get there at like pretty early though. I have school. Dang. You know, I used to think that waking up at like 6 AM to go to work was tough, or to go to school was tough, but looking back at it now, or not 6 AM, I woke up at like 6 to 7 AM. But yeah. A chud turning into a chunkle. Chunkle. Do I have any more beef? No, I don't. But I also don't really know. I got Mox, bro. What was that? Am I stupid for not knowing that? I've never heard of that before. I'm just waiting for this guy to, waiting for the smoker to finish smelting everything. Or cooking everything. Dang, actually I have a lot of beef. No, don't claw that. From me. Oh, yeah, no. I don't know any of the British lingo, so it doesn't surprise me. That's the reason I don't know it. Only 8 left. Man, I chose such a beautiful spot to make my base at. Let me just say. I don't walk out into my deck enough and just appreciate the beauty of these mountains. The Dweller's Peak and the Warden's Range. Well, I'm gonna put mending on all of my tools. So I'm gonna put mending on this thing, on my I don't know. Maybe I might just make a new axe. I'll probably make enough I'll get enough levels just to no, I actually made the house myself. I can design it myself and everything. I design all my own buildings. Definitely hand build one. Yeah, totally. But no, I designed my own house. This is something I made from just scratch. Save my storage over here. I would show you, but I don't feel like going all the way over there. That thing is such an eyesore. Oh man, I can't believe I spent like 30 minutes building that. But yeah, I mean, I would say this house was a lot easier for me to end up building than some of my other ones. Just because I kind of freestyled it and it worked out good. A lot of the time it doesn't. So, I don't know. Usually I spend a long time deciding how I want my house to look, because my house design is like the most important thing to me. It's kind of what I base my entire style of my base off of. And so if it doesn't turn out good, then I feel really bad about it. We're gonna head down to the ancient city. Can't believe I raided an ancient city so early into the series. I mean, it wasn't very hard. The ancient cities are actually pretty tame. The warden is a big threat, but only if you spawn him. He's pretty easy to avoid once you know like what you can and can't do to like shriekers when you make noise. I'm building a piglin trade right now because I didn't feel like connecting a bunch of obsidian. Yeah. I've heard some people, like, initially I thought that I'm gonna put a jacket on, I'm cold. Initially I thought people said that, like, the, ancients, I've heard people say, or I used to think that the ancient cities weren't that good. Like, as far as rewards go. But now looking back at it, they are pretty good. Like, you get a good amount of stuff from them. It's my cat on them. I have 222 days in the world. But I feel like the ancient cities have a perfect reward for, like, they're good early game if you go, because you get diamond pants, but you also get golden apples and XP. from the all the Skulk you can mine. And you know, even for endgame players, the XP, you know, even though it's not useful, it's still a decent source. You get something for destroying it. Knowing it's all to recover stuff I had maxed out gear. Dang. See, that's annoying. I get that. Skulk is so ugly. Get it out of my sight. I don't really know what level I'm gonna get to. Mining out all the Skulk. I don't know what level I want to get to, because it's basically, right now I think I can still get as many levels as I pretty much want, but I don't know if I want to get like 50 levels, because that takes a long time. Kind of. Well, it feels like it takes a long time. This is dangerous for me to be going into this. Oh wait, this is another. That's kind of cool. It all connects. Guessing 28. What are you talking about? 28 what? Oh. What do you mean 28 then? It's a good number, I guess. Levels. Nah, man. I'm getting way more than 28. So actually, there's a few tools I want to at least get decent before I just there's a few tools like an axe and a shovel that I want to get maxed out, kind of. Not really like fully maxed out, but like get a good enchantment for them first, and then I'll do anything else. But I gotta get levels to do that, so I need to get like 30 at least. Probably 33 at the minimum, if I'm lucky enough to get a good enchantment on either one. But that was only the beginning. There's plenty more. Plenty more experience to get down here. There's Skulk everywhere. One of the future projects of my world is going to be restoring this ancient city. That will not be for a long time. But clearing out the Skulk is just a step in that process. And I can already get a good amount of it done just from being here to mine XP. So I figure why not. And I get short-term benefit of getting XP from doing this. It's really satisfying too. Patty cake with no hands. This song is really funny. What does a patty cake with no hands look like? I'm interested. I'm intrigued. Why do you know that you... What is this stuff again? I forgot the name of it was. Smooth basalt. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. Oh, hey, diamonds. Yeah, you find diamonds a lot too when you dig into like when you dig around Skulk. You just find them because you're digging up a whole lot of land at once. So they're pretty common. So another benefit of doing this is that you can just get diamonds pretty easily if you need them. Man, I don't really need diamonds too badly right now, but I'll take more. Constantly making more tools, so Yeah, I think Minecraft has a lore, kind of, but it's like, it's pretty like, I don't know, just kind of like, you kind of have to put it together yourself. I like what MatPat said about it. But I always like what MatPat says, so I mean, that's not really saying much. He might just be completely wrong. That kind of reminds me of the Minecraft movie. We're talking about like lore of this game. Because the Minecraft movie, I don't even think it spoke on any of the lore the game has. I don't even think we saw the piglins, I guess. The piglins could kind of be technically counted as lore, sure. But it didn't really even discuss the Ender Dragon or anything. No Wither. I hope that they bring the Ender Dragon in for like a villain. Maybe not as like the main villain of the second movie, but like maybe as the final villain of the third movie. Now, I don't know what's up here, but I'm gonna assume oh hey. Well, there is no. There's no Shrieker up there. That was really dangerous. I was just kind of assuming that there was none. Yeah, I mean, to be fair with the Minecraft movie, it's pretty much like, they call it a Minecraft movie. We say the Minecraft movie because it's easier, but it's officially, it's called a Minecraft movie. And that, the word a is very important there, because it's not the definitive Minecraft movie. This isn't like the lore of the game. It's just an interpretation of what a story of someone's Minecraft world could look like, I guess. Or something. Or how it could be interpreted. So it's not like the definitive Minecraft movie. It's just a Minecraft movie. I guess you could do that. I mean, at a certain point, you'll definitely spawn the warden and he'll give you blindness, but I mean, you could probably just ignore that and be fine. I don't know. I'd be too worried to like do anything. I think the best way to do that would be just to go in with like an efficiency 5 hoe or a diamond hoe that can mine them really quick. Just go in there, destroy them all, run around as quick as you can. Cheek spread ASMR. Maybe on Tuesday, December 27th, 2027. You can peep in on the stream that day, and I might be doing that. My calendar's so quick. Oh boy, you should be excited for May 26th this year. I'm gonna do an oiled up stream. I might be serious too. I might actually do that. I might genuinely do that. There's some pressure on me. Sorry. Just fall through. I'm gonna oil up. I'm gonna just be shirtless. I'm gonna oil up myself. I know I've already looted this chest, but have I? Did I not get this chest? W goo material from the jungle, of course. I don't think I mean, I could put it on this one. Could combine this together. I might take it. I never thought I would get sharpness 3, so I mean, it's probably why I left it in there. If I even did loot that chest, that is. Might have just missed it. I'm kind of a chud, so I think anything's possible. Hello? Gunner joined? I joined? What's up, fellow Gunner? Do not be tarnishing our name. What would be worth watching? Like, how wide do you think I should spread? How many inches do you think I need to spread them for it to be worth watching? Man, there's a lot of skulk over here. See, I thought I was getting close to the end as far as skulk is concerned last time I was here, but I am not at all getting close to the end. As far as I can. Yeah, I'll do it wide open. I can't believe that's my new nickname now, Chunky. Such a funny name. I'm all for it though. Do I use cologne? I don't use cologne that often. I do on like special occasions, like if I'm going on a date with my girlfriend, or if I'm going to some special event. But normally no. I use deodorant though. I have pretty good hygiene actually. Like I shower every day, I brush my teeth twice a day. I guess that's just basic hygiene, but like, I'm a very clean and organized person, I would say. I used to be really gross though. Like when I was a freshman in high school, I would not brush my teeth very often. Yeah, my teeth are pretty yellow and stained and a lot of food residue on them. I was so chopped too because I was really fat. But a lot has changed in those years. Thankfully, of course. I mean, I'm glad I made a change for the better. I mean, high school was alright for me. I was like, as far as like popularity is concerned, I was kind of like in the middle. Like everyone kind of, a lot of people knew me, but no one really like was best friends with me except for like a few people. Those few people I still hang out with to this day. So that's cool. And I met my girlfriend in high school, of course. But I was never one of the popular kids. I tried to make high school as easy as possible because I didn't care. I still passed with almost a 4.0 GPA, but I did the easiest possible route, as little math as possible. I'm making pizza rolls. Want some? Nah, I'm good, man. I've already had dinner. I'm pretty full. My cat just took a shit in the bathroom. I hope it wasn't on the mat, and I hope it was in the litter box this time. I cleaned it and changed the litter today, so. There's Stranger Things collab and they're spicy. Ooh. I've seen ice cream at my grocery store I work at. From Stranger Things. That's kind of cool. It's kind of funny how big Stranger Things got. This part is full of skulk, guys. I had like this Bertolli like bag. It was like a frozen bagged pasta. It was pretty good, but it was like, it looked like there'd be a lot more in there, but it was actually, there was not much food. It was enough for me and my girlfriend, but like, that was it. Just me and my girlfriend. You couldn't feed a family of 4 with that. I don't think you're meant to. And if you are, then you guys would still be hungry after eating it. It was like, it was rigatoni and some Italian sausage. Pretty basic. Have I been to this section before? I think I have. It's just I haven't cleared out all the skulk yet. Or added torches, so it's been pretty dark on me. We're level 40 now. I could go back up. What's your favorite class? My favorite class was probably game development. For some reason, my school offered that. It was kind of weird. But I really enjoyed developing games. So much so that it's what I want to pursue for a career, which is pretty cool. I think if I could be someone who's positively contributed to games, that'd be awesome. I even competed in a competition for Skills USA. Made it to the state competition for California. We didn't win state, but it's okay. It was a lot of fun. Got a free trip to Los Angeles out of that. So it was pretty neat. See how much of this skulk? So much of this stuff is just straight up skulk. Kind of crazy. So many catalysts down here too. I think I'll get to level 42, then I'll be done. So I have so many levels already. There's still so much more skulk I need to get rid of. Yeah, there we go. Level 42. There's still so much more to do. I mean, the benefit of this biome is that you don't have to deal with any hostile mobs. Just the warden. But I've done a lot of de-skulking of like all this side. We need to teleport. Whoa, whoa. Hold on, what? We need teleport, which would be just the disarrangement in the... I mean, I guess technically you're not the same person. I don't know, man. That's pretty scientific. There's still a lot of skulk around this area, but we'll clear all of it eventually, over time. Well, as long as I don't feel anything, that's fine. I guess that'd be good. So we've deskulked all that. There's not much skulk. There's still like this whole city is destroyed pretty much, but in the future it'll take a long time to get all this fixed, but it's looking pretty good. Level 42. That's what we got. Abelungle. Hello, Abelungle. I feel that name is very familiar. I think. Oh god. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, it's flying two different. Good, good, good. It's 11:16. You know, I didn't really know what I was gonna do when I got back from my girlfriend's lunch break. But Tyler went to bed, and so I figured, why not? Why not play some Minecraft? I think that was a good idea. It's the wrong way to go, apparently. Do you gain levels slower? I think the higher the level you have, the slower you gain them, because it takes more XP to get to the next level. But I mean, at a certain point, if you have so much XP coming in, you'll level up incredibly fast. My base is so beautiful, guys. Just wow. Wow, anyways, we're gonna go make some new tools. And we're gonna slap mending on a lot of them. So we'll grab. Grab all this mending here. Really need a pickaxe or anything, I don't think. I'm gonna take my diamonds with me though. Yeah, I'll go up there. We'll sleep first. I don't know where my cat went. I know where one of the— I have two cats, but one of them's on my bed. Oh, there she is. My other cat's like 12 years old. We never planned, Precious is, there's Precious, she's the young one, and then Cleo is the old one. But we never really planned to get Precious, she kind of just showed up. Because one of my mom's friends, one of my mom's friends' his son was, too sick to take care of the cat. And so, we started kind of taking care of it. What is this? How much would it cost to put this? Wait, we have an anvil in here? Cool. How much is this gonna cost to put this on this? It's too expensive. This must be fucking crazy. Yeah, no. This thing's gotta go. Yo. And we have another axe in here with Smite 5. I mean, I wouldn't mind having an axe with Smite 5 on it, but I doubt I'm gonna get the axe I want the first go of things. So I'm not gonna be mad. A lot of the time you get an axe that's... Oh, that's actually a perfect axe, actually. That's a really good axe. Oh, wow. We can actually get like a... This will be like... Damn. This is 8 levels. It's 23. So here we'd be getting... If I combined... Well, I'm going to wait a bit. But if I combined... If I had this axe right here... If I combined these two axes together... This would cost 14. This would cost... Jesus Christ. You know, I'll just disenchant these. Just for some XP back. Smite does more damage to undead mobs. So think like zombies, skeletons, wither skeletons, zombie pigmen, zombie horses. The wither too, like the boss to wither is not a bad enchantment. It's like sharpness, but it does more damage than sharpness does to those mobs. So it can one shot a lot of those guys, which is pretty good. Pretty solid. We'll put this in here. We'll take it. Let's see. It's not bad. Silk Touch 3 is kind of crazy, though. Right? Silk Touch 3. Efficiency 3 is kind of crazy. You know what, though? I will keep on breaking, because I've gotten a shovel that doesn't have... Yeah, no, it's kind of crazy. Why do I keep getting these mediocre enchantments, man? I mean, I'm not complaining, but I kind of wish I would just get something like Efficiency 4. Oh. There you have it. Alright, I have 28 levels, so now I'm going to spend these last levels combining stuff together. Okay. I'm going to combine this with this. It might be cheaper the other way around. No, it's more expensive. And then we'll do this, and then we'll slap mending on this. Slap mending on this iron axe here. We'll slap mending on this. We'll slap mending on this. We'll slap mending on this. That has mending on it. Okay. There's 20 minutes of work. Yep, there. It's all gone. Subscribe, guys. I'm just kidding. You don't have to. I might low-key repair my armor too, because it's getting kind of low on durability. So I'll probably just go ahead and do that real quick. Combine those two. This is a pretty good axe. I mean, efficiency 4. It ain't no efficiency 5, that's for sure. 2. Oh, wait a minute. I put sharpness 4 on this. I didn't mean to, but that a little happy accident there. It was 42 levels, actually. I'm going to combine these two axes here. There's these two axes. So we now have this pickaxe with mending. Oh, wait a minute. I'm missing one. Hold up. My Silk Touch pickaxe is full durability. I only need it. I'll come on the live tomorrow. I gotta go now. That's okay, man. I might not even be streaming tomorrow. I want to be busy with my girlfriend, so. Not that way. Okay. I'm gonna be busy hanging out with her. That's what I meant. totally what I meant. I might actually just strip mine for the last bit of this. Shut up! Don't say anything. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. So we have. Yeah, I'm gonna fix up my armor if I can. I mean, how much does this cost to repair it? That's only 3. We have 1 level left. Perfect. We spent literally every single level that I had. Game's game. I'm gaming the game right now. Check it out though. Mending. Yes. We can now repair my tools without having to spend diamonds. Although that XP farm is hardly an XP farm. So this is not gonna be good. I really hate that you can't put tools in your offhand. Like, literally just let us put anything we want. Why does Java have that but we don't? It's actions and stuff, and you can get it on the marketplace for like $10. I think some people got it for 6. I think it's around $10. I can't remember though. Either way, it's definitely worth the money. It's actually a really good idea. Now that I have mending, maybe I'll go mine some quartz. I'm kind of scared to go to the nether though. I could also just go, if I go strip mining, then I can mine redstone. Get a lot of redstone. Then, yes, this is bedrock. I have actions and stuff, and vibrant visuals is on. So that's why it looks that. You have a silverfish farm. Yeah, that makes sense. Look, guys, I'm not saying I'm going to build the silverfish farm, but it's looking really tempting because I kind of want XP now. I guess it's not like that cheap because you kind of have to do some work. But they've added a lot to both versions of the game, man. To be fair. But I guess vibrant visuals is something that's Bedrock exclusive. But I mean, so is actions and stuff because it's a Bedrock pack. Strip mine. If I come across redstone, I'm gonna take it because I can use it. Take lapis too, because I don't have any lapis now. I've actually been running low on lapis. Not really doing this for diamonds, I'm just doing it to get enough XP to mend my tool. Oh, look at that, we found some diamonds though. That's nice. It's an 8 vein, Jesus. One time I found like a 15 vein of diamonds. I think 2 of them spawned like right next to each other. Because I don't think it's possible for them to generate that many in 1 vein. SD kid kind of way? Like, what do you mean, kind of? What do you mean by that? Also, I'm hearing the Deep Dark soundtrack, so I don't think we're safe right now, but we'll keep going. I'll just run away if I hear a shrieker go off. Stupid skeletons. Quit comboing on me. Well, this is incredibly dangerous because huh. I should probably just look, realistically, I should just go back. Oh no, I hope there's not a streaker right here. Loki thought I found one for a second. But no, it's not there anymore. They're not anymore, but like it's not there at all. I didn't see that water there. I'm just gonna head back down. I might explore that later, but it's just painfully slow going through Deep Dark. Hey, iron. It's kind of rare to find down here. It doesn't usually spawn this low. Any more diamonds? I wish you could spirit the lunge up. Yeah. I mean, I guess. Strip mining is a little bit, iffy in that sense. I've usually not had that bad of luck to go 10,000 blocks without a single diamond. They have stuff like redstone along the way too, which is nice. I'm just strip mining right now to do something in the last 30 minutes. I think in the next episode, I'll definitely have to do something like substantial. I'll have to think about what I want to do. 'Cause there's so much opportunity. I mean, I don't know if you're still here, the guy, King Keg Lover. You can use a trident with Riptide to go up, but I assume you know that, considering you can use a spear anywhere. You can only use the trident with Riptide and water. But when it's raining, you can fly with it. It's just dangerous because if you do it too long, you can take fall damage and die. I'm tired. I think when I'm done strip mining, I'll make a creative copy of this world to see how it looks from above. Because I haven't done that for a little bit. hear an Enderman. I could go check that out, but I have a feeling it's gonna be part of the safe cave. You know, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna head back to my house. How to speedrun losing all your hunger 101. Hit your head on the tops constantly and just keep spamming the spear. I bet it's gonna be nighttime. Lucky guess. Bruh, how did I do that? I mean, maybe. It depends. I like this world a lot, but I don't know. I don't want to deal with bedrock skeletons, man. I think that would be the main thing. This is an interesting question, though, for sure. Oh. I really like dark oak logs. I just stripped on stone bricks. Those are my favorite ones. It might be a little bit basic, but I feel like this worked really well. Do I have any? No, I don't. I do that. Okay. Oh man, I'm so tired, guys. I'm gonna download a copy of this world to my actual thing. And I'm gonna go into creative mode on this copy and just fly around and see how my base looks, because I like looking at it. Let me take a few cinematic shots. Oh, I got like 15 minutes before I gotta go. This is what my base looked like before I built anything. Dang. It kind of makes me realize how big this flower forest was before I just decimated the entire thing. Isn't that crazy? I did a lot of terraforming. Dang it, it's so much though. Now let's go into the copy. The actual copy, not just the, I named it Winter because this is the world that I found the seed that I wanted to live on. Solo Survival Season 2, copy. Copy, not the actual world. Not the actual world. I play Bedrock Edition on a computer. So, it's kind of weird. You know, a lot of people think it's strange that I do that. But, I don't know. I like Bedrock because it runs really good. Yeah, I mean, you compare it to, like, comparing this to what it looks like now, I changed so much about it. Man, this looks so cool. Wow. I think eventually I want to add this kind of layer that I did over here. This looks so good from this angle. I didn't realize it. I think I want to eventually add this kind of thing, maybe around my entire house. There's so much like land, like little pieces of land that I don't know what to do with. Like I think what I'll do is I'll do it like at this layer. It'll go around here. Then I'll have my house on like a little pedestal in the middle of everything. But like look at how much we've changed this land up here. Like this entire area has been just absolutely transformed into a crazy fucking farm. God damn. We don't talk about that. That looks ugly. But yeah. Man, these fucking farms took forever to build too. I like doing this kind of farm design too because it sort of keeps the original shape of the land as well intact. Kind of like that. Even if it's not that important. Like over here, you can still see like how the land looks kind of. This part was changed a lot up here. But yeah. Wow. I'm so tired, guys. I want to go to bed, but I have to go pick up my girlfriend, so I can't. I've had this world, I don't even know since when. Let's see. Well, that's not the last time I opened it. Fuck. I can look this up on YouTube. Google. Google. Plan easy. And yeah, plan easy, sure. Stuffy plays. Go to playlists. Solo Survival Season 2. I've had this world since November, so it's only about like it's only about 2 months old at this point. But 200 days in, see me, there's me. I need to get my hair cut. My hair's super long. I mean, that's not really that much though. I've had this world since. I don't play it anymore, but I've had it for way longer. Just a whole year. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end this stream. I have like 8 minutes, but I need to go brush my teeth, so I can just go straight to bed when I get home. But thank you guys for watching. This is a very nice stream. I had so many people watching. This is great. And I don't know when I'll stream next. But yeah.